Right, okay. Count me down when you... Is there one ready before we get going? Everyone
You're
good?
live, so go ahead.
I'm good.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to Blades and Blasters. I'm your GM Wanderer, and this is another session of our Dragonlance campaign, Knight's Frontier. We are on session 9, and with me I have Ghost playing Baldwin, Cypher playing Aesh, Slip playing Isabeau, Tetnak playing Rubrum, and that's it. I was about to announce myself as a player. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. Okay, can everyone see the intro?
Yes.
Okay. 4 of the auxiliaries reached the old watchtower, the last remnant of the castle that once stood on the edge of the great forest that covers so much of Nightland. After an encounter with a sinister servant of Chemosh, god of death, they prepared to investigate the ominous thumping noises coming from the tower's lower story. Meanwhile, Isabeau, having recovered earlier in the day from her sorcery-induced unconsciousness, nears the tower. So, Isabeau, you regained consciousness and were probably quite disoriented. And the old red-robed mage gave you some idea of what had happened, that you'd lost consciousness and were crackling with electricity, with lightning, and that Rubrum had said it was sorcery, a latent sorcerous talent expressing itself. He's heard of such things, and he speculated that maybe you had the blood of dragons. You were kind of taken upstairs. They took your armor off and left you up there, and everyone else slept downstairs. And then in the morning, they took you back to Norhold, and you were unconscious that whole day, the whole night, and the whole sort of following day, and the whole night after that. And then in the morning, the others left. No, actually, I had that wrong. The others left straight away, I think. You didn't spend another night, did you guys?
No, we left right away.
We left pretty
Yeah.
quickly. I think
Cool.
within an hour of lunch.
Cool. So they left after that, and you actually regained consciousness about an hour after they left and decided to head off after them because they were going to the old watchtower, and Isabeau had been pretty keen to get up there and see what was going on. And I know that you'd mentioned it a few times, wanting to go to that tower.
After
So
regaining consciousness and someone giving her a kind of a quick summary of what happened, I think she's just almost wants to flee Norhold. She doesn't want to think about that. And yes, this is a good excuse.
Yeah, you feel that there are a lot of eyes on you because you apparently were brought in unconscious and crackling with lightning. And
Yeah, she feels like people are whispering as she's leaving the fortification.
And you make your journey through the day, and you push the pace as much as you can, but you're not able to catch up with them. And to your concern, as you see the tower coming into view at the top of a rise ahead, you can see these ruined, broken walls. And let's go over there. You see ahead this tower. And it looks kind of like this, but the central tower is a little bit more like this. Not that you can see that at the moment, it's just a dark silhouette on the horizon. You figure this must be where you're heading, but to your concern, the mist is beginning to rise, the sun has dipped below the horizon, and the light of day is fading. And you realise you're not going to make it before dark. You won't be far off. You know, you'll maybe have another quarter of a mile to travel after it gets dark, but you also know how risky that can be. So over to you.
As she gets closer and the sun is falling behind the hills, behind the tower. She starts to stumble over things and hear things all around her. And while she doesn't want to draw attention to herself, it's soon dark enough that she can't really make progress safely without some sort of light. And so she is going to cast light on her signet ring.
Okay. You cast the spell and a bright white light springs from the ring. You're used to it seeming clear and pure, but in this place with the mist rising, it seems cold, thin. It does illuminate the ground around you, but as the mist rises, it doesn't help penetrate that dense white wall. It hasn't really got thick yet, but you're already seeing it will, and when it does, the light will be of limited help. You'll be able to see the ground beneath your feet, but not too much of the land ahead. So what do you do?
She pushes forward, her ears open, trying to listen for the sounds of talking as she approaches the tower. How close am I?
You get to about a quarter of a mile away by the time it reaches full dark.
Okay.
And there isn't much, but when you get pretty close to the walls, you've been traveling on through the darkness for about 10 or 15 minutes. Then you hear a voice up ahead calling through the darkness. And you hear, as you approach carefully the castle, you hear a conversation between a figure who you can see kind of outlined in the fog, appears to be once you get up to the top of the hill, by the way, actually the fog thins out so you can actually see him quite clearly. So as you kind of hunker down behind a boulder, you see a figure. Let me show you him. He looks a little bit like this, but his helm is kind of like this, and you realize that both armor and helm are actually a human skeleton. And you hear, yep.
Are they illuminated by my light or by moonlight?
They're just illuminated by a little bit of moonlight. Yeah, the white
well,
and red moons are out.
Seeing that, she would definitely, kind of like put her hand over her ring, because that's very startling.
Yes, good point. You also see that with him, just by build, you think this is a man. This figure, he has quite a few undead with him, zombies by the look of it. And he exchanges some words with Baldwin. He seems to be kind of warning you all off, and Baldwin's
I see
having
Baldwin.
nothing of it. You hear his voice. You
okay.
can't see him. It's coming from the tower, his voice.
I'll come closer slowly, hearing Baldwin's voice. If it doesn't sound panicked or angry, just
Sounds
like
angry.
Sounds angry. All right. Well, she'll pick up the pace a little bit.
Okay. You find that actually there's a hole in the wall, and you can actually get through around on this side. So you can get a bit closer to the tower there without being seen. And you hear after a minute that this figure just stops talking. He refuses to give Baldwin his name and just walks off. A few of the zombies remain, but most of them have gone, and he's gone up to the mists.
As he disappears, Isabeau kind of stumbles toward Baldwin, huffing and out of breath. I finally caught up with you. Who was that?
Baldwin's actually in the tower. You still
Oh,
can't
he's
see him.
in the tower. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually inside it. You realise he was calling out from inside, from this side window that I'm pinging.
Okay,
The
so
door here is closed.
Baldwin was calling out from here, and the
Yes.
the skeleton
guy was
face
down
guy was
here, kind of in the entranceway here, with a
Oh,
group of
so
maybe
so I
20
have to kind of.
zombies.
Okay, so she's
You managed to get round them by going to the side
yeah.
here,
she's
but there's about
going-
3 or 4 zombies left here, and he's left.
Hmm. Okay. I think she's gonna try to sneak past them to the
Okay.
entrance.
Make a stealth check. What armor is she wearing?
Chainmail, and she's not stealthy at all. So this
Okay,
is
so that's
totally
a
gonna be abysmal.
disadvantage as well then.
All right. Where's the advantage disadvantage button on here?
There's a toggle. If you look at those red button. Oh no, it's this D&D Beyond, right? So
Yeah.
for D&D Beyond, what you do is you hold down. I think it's Shift or Control.
Oh, shift. Okay. Let's see. Disadvantage. With armor worn chainmail.
Oh yeah, it might even do it automatically.
Yeah, I think it does it automatically.
Nice.
No, maybe it didn't. It said it did, but it didn't.
Ah.
Anyway,
It's already pretty
it's
bad.
gonna be. It's gonna be really bad.
You can still roll
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, that's true. True.
It can
But yes,
always
they
get worse.
definitely notice you. You're kind of over about this point, and the zombies are here, and they catch sight of you, and there's a kind of from them as they all start shambling in your direction.
She draws her sword and do I think I can make it to the door before they can reach me?
Yes, you do.
Okay. She dashes up the stairs, looking over her shoulder to the door to see if she can open it.
Yeah. When you get there, you can actually hear some voices inside. You think it's not just Baldwin in there, so presumably the others are all in there. Okay, take it away.
She pushes the door inward, unless you guys have locked or barricaded it.
It's really hard to open. Dalren was just about to able to manage it. So if you want to push on it, you can make an athletics check.
Okay.
It was DC 18, I believe.
Not enough.
Yeah, it budges a few inches, but
Okay,
that's
she
it.
starts pounding on it. Let me in! It's Isipo!
Oh yeah. Baldwin will run to the door
And then she'll just turn around and face the zombies.
and not trying to use somebody who's not here, but Delrend, help me get this open.
Yeah, Dalren will help
Oh.
you. So he
Yeah,
can't roll,
yeah.
but you
Yeah,
can with advantage.
Try to do it with advantage. 21.
Oh, yeah, with Dalren's help. See, to me, the difference between those two rolls tells me that Dalren was doing a lot of the work.
He did. He did. Thank you, Delrend. So yeah, the two of us, mainly Delrend, push and jar this door open. And Isabel, quickly inside.
And seeing as I know this would be the first thing that WP would have said had he been here, as soon as you open the door, Dalren sees you there, kind of coming in away from the zombies, and says, "Isabeau, I haven't seen you since the other day when I saw you naked."
She backs into the room away from the zombies and slams the door, and starts pushing the door shut. And it's just like she's processing what he says as they're pushing the doors shut. And
Yeah, I'll say with the adrenaline from that, you get the door shut, no problem.
yeah, and it's, as the door is shut, and she turns around and looks at him and says, "What are you talking about?"
And can you make a wisdom save to do this? DC 10. Yes, no problem. No problem. You feel, just as you're saying, this surge of rage comes up in you. How dare he say something like this particularly in front of the others. But you manage to kind of clamp it down. You decide it's not entirely reasonable until you know what's going on. So you kind of get a hold of it.
Anyway, she just says, "Watch your tongue."
And Dalren chortles to himself, and seeing as he's not here, he goes and sits down in a corner and starts chewing on some rations.
No, he knits.
Chuckling to himself.
He's knitting. Mm-hmm.
Crocheting. Baldwin, he shakes his head. He did not. It is a jest. You know
Yes.
the humor.
It's humor. Well, I know it's a jest. Whether it's humorous or not, well, I suppose that is in the mind of the listener. Forgive me, I've been trying to catch up all day, and I'm a bit out of sort. Why are we here?
New orders that were given by Lord Geraint. He wanted this tower to be secured. It used to be a part of the old settlement of Norhold, and this is what survived destruction. It would be a boon to bring
Yes.
him into the territory.
It's quite sensible. I'd spoken to Lord Alfric about it on several occasions. Who were you speaking to? He looked inhuman, but perhaps it was just a mask like you.
A bone acolyte, disciple of Chemosh. Scum. But dangerous.
Does he control the creatures out there?
Baldwin will look back to people who are better educated on arcane matters to answer that question.
Would Rubrin know this?
Anyone who wants can make a Arcana DC 17 or Religion DC 18.
So I'm gonna figure out how to do
Or
It should have been with
Religion
advantage, but
18?
it didn't matter.
Oh, I didn't quite make either one.
Yeah. So Rubrum, you're very close. So you don't know. You think he was in charge of the ones that were with him. How many of the others are, you don't know. But you think you've heard something about bone acolytes being able to control other undead. But you think there is some. You also think there's something with them with kind of special undead they can create or control or something. It's.
Yeah, Rubrum has been sitting there just watching as she comes in, and he finally just says, "Perhaps, maybe, they can."
What did he want, and what did you say to him? And she just is kind of looking at all of them.
He was posturing, and he said nothing of value. Well, other than that he killed someone from the settlement, the hunter.
Osrin.
It is Osrin Castow, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Osrin. Do I know who that is?
Ish. Yeah, you've seen him about. He drinks with some of the others there. He does a lot of the hunting for Norhold. He's a pretty kind of down-to-earth kind of guy. He wouldn't have been scouting out here were it not for the fact that Solanaran, the true scout, was sent south to ask for help, because that was the guy you were escorting.
Mm-hmm.
So that left Osrin sent up here to scout this place out, and that presumably is when it happened.
So he confessed to killing him.
He did.
That and more in fact.
It's
Right?
it's grim, but him being a bone acolyte, He claimed that he now wears Osrin.
Yeah, she grimaces in disgust.
We've already paid a price to get here. We should at least see this thing done and make it worthwhile.
We will secure this place.
There's a nasty in the basement.
What does that mean? What sort of nasty?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's quite nasty. It's in a basement. Walking around, thudding against the walls. Probably undead, I would have to assume. Or a brainless thing.
Yes, you had told us that this place was part of a story from, is it Eleonora?
And do you
Yes.
remember? Would you remember that?
Yes. Eleonora and her, what's the right term when she's a page to someone? A knight, I
Squire.
guess. right?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she
but-
was a squire to a knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
a
yeah.
knight.
That's the reverse way. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yes, Eleonora told me about the knight she served. Knight of the Rose. Right? Knight of the Rose.
I
Or
think
Knight
it
of
was
the
Or is that-
Crown?
No, you
Knight
said something
of
about
the
the Rose.
sword, I think. So she herself, she is now a Knight of the Crown, but she wanted to be a Knight of the Sword with a more religious order, and she wasn't able to because there were none of them left after the knight she served died, and the others died in the plague.
Correct. And then the Rose was, I think, somebody else that the wizard with the red robe
Yes.
spoke about.
That's right. There was a Knight of the Rose. He didn't give the name of him, but 200 years ago when this wasn't Norhold, this was another settlement. This was a castle.
Correct. And he said something about that time as well as a bone acolyte that
That's
fought the
right.
Knight of the Rose, right? Yeah.
Yes. There was a bone acolyte created then who brought undead to destroy this place. And they said that he fought a Knight of the Rose who was lord of this castle. And they fought in front of the gates, or just inside the gates rather. And the Knight of the Rose struck him down 3 times, effectively killed him 3 times. But each time he rose again, and eventually, exhaustion was enough that the knight made a mistake and he was killed. And then they destroyed the castle.
So Ash, seeing all of them converse and then finally asking him for input, he pipes up and he jumps up. Yes, this land is cursed. Thrice is it cursed. Once a long time back, and then once some time back, and now again as we stand here. 200 years ago, the Knight of the Rose stood here and fought the bone acolyte. He did not survive. Thrice he struck the bone acolyte and he did not survive. The bone acolyte kept coming. And now he goes into the story. And so did Eleonora and her knight, the Knight of the Sword. They fought the undead here as well. Eleonora's master did not survive the fight. Neither did her troop. Many fell and became undead again, and she was lucky to escape. That was her tale. This place is cursed. That's why we've been sent here, to lift this curse and send that bonehead back to whence it came from.
See if it can be cleansed. We do have someone here with a particular gift for fire, which is quite good at cleansing things.
No, fire will not work. That magic is too powerful. Is it not, weird man?
Shrugs. I do not know. You tell me. You know more about this thing than I do.
All I know are tales.
It seems
Believe-
like it does not stay dead very well.
I believe when we last discussed it, there was a magic ritual that needed to be performed, but I don't think anyone here has the details, and the acolyte would have to be restrained for that duration of that incantation.
See,
Yes, magically restrained. Magically restrained.
Precisely. But that is
She-
a problem for another time. He is gone.
yes, and if we are to take this place, we need to clean it out bottom to top. And then it can be a place that we can move out from and face this bone acolyte from a position of strength. Let us investigate this sound down below that you heard.
Yeah, Baldwin will take Isabeau down the stairs and show her the locked door.
I'm
Yeah.
going to... Okay, so it's behind a locked door?
So what there is there's basically a small sort of kind of spiral staircase in one corner of the room, and it leads up, but you're taken down a floor, so down to this kind of ground floor effectively, where there are no windows on the outside. Fairly common design, and there you see that the door has been sort of partially blocked up by stone. Pieces of stonework have been placed here to kind of stop the door from opening, and a few bits of wood that were kind of lying around. So, the door obviously opens in this direction, which is slightly unusual.
It opens
Thing.
toward us or away
Towards you, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And it's been blocked from opening with, a small pile of rubble, heavy enough to stop it. And while you're standing there, you do hear this kind of on the door, thump, thump.
Rubrum says,
Let me ask you a question. Why do we care if this thing is stuck in this room or not? Leave
Because
it there.
if we are to... We can't. If we are to take this place, it needs to be habitable.
What is in that room? Is it a room that you need?
We can't just live here with a thing thumping on the wall all the time. It might break loose. Kill people. That's ridiculous. We need to get rid of it.
Nah, I don't see why.
Does it seem to respond like in, does it seem to respond to our presence by
Yes.
knocking harder and more violently?
It wasn't knocking at all until he came down, and then it started thumping. And it does seem like something just thumping on the door, like doof, doof, and the door is shuddering slightly as if someone's really pounding on the other side.
More to the point, we were ordered to clear this place out. This door is, and what's behind it is part of this place.
Well, Rubrum's not really under my command, or Grant's.
He did agree to come with us, however. And there could be things of interest to you behind this door, Rubrum, for all you know.
That is true. Well, perhaps, we open the door and let it chase us outside and then run around it and close the door behind it.
I think the dead are outside as well.
Oh, I'll take care of those.
I have another idea, perhaps, if we might consider it. This pile of stone, it does an admirable job of blocking the hall for coming out. We could try to open up a piece of the doorway and force them to come through it. We would have an advantage on the stairs here.
I see. So create a narrow opening for it, giving us
Right.
time to prepare. I like that.
And then also, and he points to Rubrum and Aesh, the two of you would be safely behind us, where Rubrum can fling his spells and use his fire, Aesh can fire his bow. They would have to cross through you and I to get to the two in the back. It's
Indeed.
I do
safer
not know
strategy,
if
I
you want
think.
to be in front of me.
Perhaps so with the staircase. How wide is this? I imagine that we're having to have a conversation where they're like up higher on the stairs.
Yes. Yeah, you can fit 2 people down here in front of this door, and then one at the bottom of the stairs. The next person on the stairs won't have a good view. So basically 3 out of the 4 of you, unless you get really creative.
All right.
Unless
Well-
unless Ash like piggybacks on Rubrum or something.
We can at least take pot shots at it as it's coming up.
Very well.
I can use a different spell that will leave you safe, I suppose.
We'll all take ranged attacks as it comes up the stairs. I've got a javelin. She, kind of hefts it. Do you have
So-
something?
Perhaps what we should do then is everyone sets up on the first floor of the stairs, ready to fight, and someone breaks this door and runs up into the room. And then we all fight it. We all fight whatever comes through the door. Put them in, corner them.
I do have one question. If this creature is the creature from Ayesha's story, what does it matter? We won't be able to kill it.
I think that the one outside was the bone acolyte.
Yes,
I think
that
these
was
are
my
something
take.
else.
I think this is some sort of beast. Well, at least it seems to be.
Very well.
I shall take the brunt.
One of the
I'll-
things the guy outside said, by the way, was that he was created in response to your arrival.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So it can't be him.
Out of character, so I remember this conversation, but I don't know if Baldwin would know it. And it's been shared with us a couple times, like Eleanor's story, and I'm assuming that includes like the paralysis and everything, or like she couldn't move.
Sorry, say again?
So when Eleanor was telling her story, and it's been told to us now, like the story of what Eleanor like encountered here with her
Mm.
her former master, her knight. She said that she was just kind of frozen, right? Like that was something that she said.
Yes.
Would I be able to make some kind of check to determine if I've ever heard of creatures like that?
I think that would be probably religion for types of undead.
Okay, I'll do that.
Let's say 16.
Right on the
Oh,
nose.
Nice.
perfect. Yeah, so there are a couple of types that can do that, but ghouls are the most common. They can paralyze with a touch. They paralyze you and then eat you.
Yes, I'll share that. Yeah. There might be at least one ghoul among whatever is in this basement. They are creatures that, just based on the story that Eleanor had recounted to Ayesh, and I think you as well, Isabel, the creature, when they struck Eleanor's master, it caused the knight to freeze up. We could be dealing with something like that.
Hmm.
But, again, perhaps we break this door. Well, everyone's set up at the first floor, and whoever breaks it runs back up quickly. We set up and we fight these things.
Does it look like we need to
That
break the door down or just move the rubble?
Moving the rubble should do it.
Okay.
Because then, or you could move some of it and leave it to push it
Yeah,
open.
that's what I'm saying is Isabeau's, and I think Baldwin was hinting at this as well, is that we just kind of take some of the rubble away so it can start scooting it open. It gives us time before it actually comes out.
Yes, we could do that.
I'll do that. I'll start moving rubble.
Baldwin will help.
And when we see the door start to kind of shift, like as it's pounding on it, like we'll do this kind of gradually. Then we'll head up the stairs.
I'll run
Rubrum
back up real quick.
starts walking up the stairs. Sits down, waiting impatiently.
Cool. Okay.
He looks to Aish and he's like, "Your stories might be better than this. Waiting in a dark, dank basement for some ungodly, undead beast to walk out and try to eat us?
Yes, when you put it that way, it is not very appetizing. But I believe a story might be yet be written of this act. If we are to cleanse this tower, maybe we can cleanse the land around us, who knows? And if Aish is part of the cleansing team, then it means there is... You know how heroes are welcomed in towns we go to. I will write about you two, weird man. Maybe you will get lucky as well. And you won't be so grumpy sometimes.
I am the most unlucky thing that you've ever seen.
Well, then, it's because you did not have Aish in your life. Now that you do, your luck will change. Just you see.
Oh, let's see.
I seriously
Once
doubt
around.
that.
I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil.
Okay. Okay. Who are you going to cast it on?
Myself.
Okay.
Good move.
Fair enough. Okay. So, right, you cast that.
Okay,
You and Ball. Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Just one request. I'm going to roll this. What is the counter to stealth?
Perception.
Okay, could you have Slip? Slip, can you roll perception?
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So you are really talented at stealth, but
Yep.
you were incredibly unlucky. What happened? And Isabel,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
spot him so easily. It's just not funny. Except it might be.
Yeah. So this is what's what I want to do. 1 minute. Okay. Yusubo, you feel Ash kind of come up behind you, and he kind of like taps on your left shoulder, assuming your weapon's in your right, and then he kind of touches your weapon, but you can see through it, right? He thinks he's fooling you, and once he does that, you can see that your weapon starts gleaming a little, and there is a surge of electricity kind of dancing around it.
Yeah, she's a little startled, and as she sees that electricity on the blade of her sword, she feels like a kind of rush of adrenaline surge through her, and she smiles without realizing she's doing it, and she looks up at him and just looks a little confused. But, what was that?
Ash just looks at you and he kind of smiles and gives you a wink.
And she shakes her head and smiles back at him and continues to kind of move the rubble.
And I believe Ash didn't cast a spell, right?
No, I did not cast a spell. I just touched her weapon and it kind of starts kind of gleaming and kind of crackling with electricity.
I see that as I'm moving stones.
Everyone who wanted to saw that.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, it was so terrible.
He'll note it, but seeing how Ash responded, he imagines he's not going to get a different answer. So he'll leave it as is for now.
I've just whispered something to you.
Yeah, I see.
How does Isabeau react?
Yeah, she just keeps glancing back at Ayesh as she's moving. She takes a finger and kind of runs it along the edge of the sword and feels a little crackle from it.
Is there
And,
any way I
again,
can like make an
she
Arcana
she
check?
feels that kind of zing of excitement.
And make an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, he did not cast a spell. He used some kind of innate power, and you don't think it was arcane. That's all you know. It's something obscure, something you've not seen this exact thing before.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything. He kind of looks for a moment and just waits.
It's all
for
very
whatever.
strange and exciting, and a monster's about to bust out, and Isabeau's trying to, focus back on the task at hand.
Yeah. In fact, Isabeau and Baldwin, could you... Baldwin whispering to Isabeau. Could you both make a perception check? I just want to see whether this distracted you as you're...
Yes.
Distracted us, yes.
Yes,
It
you're
has.
quite distracted as this happens. All of a sudden, the door just suddenly shudders again as something thumps on it. And it springs open a little way, and you see a human hand, but grey, desiccated, kind of wounded and half rotten, kind of grasp the edge of the door and start to push forward.
Oh yeah. I think that's enough, Isabeau, and he gestures for her to go up, and he'll brandish his mace.
Yeah, she'll head up, but she doesn't. She says we should all try to take it from range as much as possible, Baldwin.
Noted. Yeah, and then Baldwin will follow her up.
Yeah, Baldwin, as you come up the stairs, you see basically a walking corpse kind of push the door open and kind of stagger through, and you're trying to work out if it's another zombie or something worse. Okay, so you back up to the top of the stairs, and yes, let's roll initiative. And I will bring out the initiative tracker.
Hey,
I'll roll again, but I'm a 10. I mean, of course I'm a 10.
But
my initiative's a 10.
Wow.
We need to get Dalren's opinion.
Why did that not go up there?
Okay, hold on. Oh, darn. It hadn't actually cleared from last
Maybe
time.
I need to click on my token first.
Okay, let's remove Dalrend, Darius. Baldwin, were you a 6 or a 15?
There we go. And then it
I
put
was
me
a
up there.
6.
Okay.
And I am a
19.
6.
Okay, Aesh has rolled, Rubrum has rolled, and... Oh, I think I need a token, don't I? So I think I'd move this to token layer. So let me cheat here. Give me a sec. Okay, and I will roll initiative. Okay. Yep. There we go. It comes staggering to the top of the stairs, moaning and slowly shambling across the floor. You think this will be quite easy to dispatch. Well, I mean, quite easy to avoid, rather, whether it's easy to dispatch them. But, yes. Aesh.
Yeah, I have a question just to be sure. Because there was just some discussion of like being on the stairs and potential attacks.
You're
Like,
all up on the upper story, like the entrance floor,
okay,
and it is just coming out of the stairwell
okay.
in there. So presumably you're all arranged back against walls and stuff like that. But how are you arranged?
Yeah, just want to make sure that.
Yeah. What kind of formation did you guys take?
Baldwin would have not stood directly in front of the door, but close enough that he'd be the first person to be fighting if that was the
Okay.
case.
Yeah.
So a little bit disregarding as opposed idea of fighting at range.
Yeah. There's only so much room in this place, so it'd be difficult. to
Isabel
avoid
would
it.
have, wanted them to spread out a little, and she's got a javelin out for a first ranged attack before
Okay.
it's in melee range.
Yeah. You think basically it can be on one of you this round.
It can be. Okay.
Yeah. It's just not. It's not far enough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
the
she'll
distance
attack with the
inside-
sword then.
Okay. So we'll start with Ash.
Yep, cool. So Ash is behind Baldwin and Isabo. He has his crossbow at the ready, so he's going to shoot with his crossbow. Ta-da. Light crossbow. Oh wow, nice.
It's moving really slowly, but you get a bit of recoil off the crossbow as it fires, and you just shoot wildly above its head. It's really not a good shot.
Yeah. Ash kind of pulls his crossbow out very quickly and shoots, and then it's a light crossbow, but like you said, it's got according to Ash, it's got massive recoil, and the thing kind of flicks in his hand. He almost drops it. He looks back to Rubrum. Maybe your bad luck is rubbing off on me.
Your controller's broken.
And that's my turn. Yep.
Okay, Isabel.
I'm going to move forward and use a precise strike, which gives me
Okay.
advantage. And I think that's shift. Oh, crit.
Oh, it's a crit. Yeah. Okay.
So then I roll damage twice, or do I roll the damage once at the
It
additional
should be
D8?
if you just click on longsword, the pink on roll 20.
Oh,
It should
that's
do it
right.
all for you, I think. There we go. Okay.
Plus I get a D8 for the
Yep.
precise strike.
So that's 14 damage. Plus whatever your D8 is. Okay. 19. Yep. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
You almost decapitate it with a single strike. You see it coming. As it gets into range, you just weigh your moment and strike straight into its neck, and you almost manage to decapitate it. Its head is kind of hanging at a weird angle, but it's still coming. Rubrum, this thing's virtually dead.
Can I hit it from here? My angle and everything?
Yeah. You said okay.
Yeah, I'll do a firebolt.
This is just a quick combat. Yep.
Yeah, let me...
Okay, you hit. So you should be able to just click for that pink fireball for damage.
Clicking it, it's not doing it. Yes!
There we go.
Destruct
It had 3 hit points
magic.
left. It had 3 hit points left. So you hit it and you scorch it. But it's still somehow just clinging on to one life. Its head
Like its
hanging
head
off at an
kind of
angle.
hanging off to one side,
Yeah,
smelling
part of it's-
terribly burnt.
Yep. Part of its rib cage is showing. Its
It
skin
is very
burned away on its
resilient.
chest. Okay, and Baldwin.
Taking the mace to it, or attempting
Yeah.
to. Eh, come on.
There we go.
All right.
Hey.
Dirty 20. Okay,
Nice.
describe how it meets its end as it
So-
reaches you.
Nearly decapitated, a scorch mark on it. Baldwin takes the mace back, and he doesn't feel any guilt about this one. It's not supposed to be here, and he just
Yep.
smashes its head like a watermelon with the mace.
Oh, wait. Also, there was a zip of electricity when a Isabeau
Oh, yes.
hit it as well.
Mm.
You probably would have killed it in one
But
hit.
maybe nobody else noticed, but she noticed.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, no, it would have done damage, wouldn't it?
It would have done... hold on a second.
Me and Ruben were just like
Because-
shooting on the way down.
I just don't know if it... Oh,
It had
then
three- oh my
actually
God,
significant
yes.
enough
Yes.
that people would have noticed.
It would have killed. So, okay, we're just going to roll back. We're just going to rewind time a little bit. You actually killed it in one blow.
Oh, really? It only took 4 more?
Yep. Just, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
It had
3.
had 3 left. So yeah, you actually strike it, and with the combination of the electricity and the your very accurate, powerful blow, it killed it in a single strike. How does everyone react?
I think Isabeau's almost disappointed, like shocked and disappointed. like,
Baldwin
that
double
was-
taps it. Just basically, just making sure. With undead,
Was
you
it-
never know.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's all clear now.
Are you sure?
Nothing
it's-
else.
Are you sure it's?
Oh, this.
I mean,
this
it's
isn't-
dead, but is
there's
it
nothing else?
dead?
Rubrum just says,
What a weakling. If I would have hit it with my firebolt, it would have been an inferno.
Doubtlessly.
I look forward to seeing that. Well,
Excellent.
I don't hear any more thumping, so let's see what's down there. She pulls out her signet ring that's lit up.
Yeah, let's start to head down. But Baldwin will give vigilance. He's doing some
You're
other shit here.
You'll need to relight that signet ring because it went out when you cast protection from good and evil.
Does it? Because it said I didn't see.
Oh no, light isn't
concentration on it.
concentration, is it? No,
Yeah,
light isn't concentration. I take it back.
It just
Yeah, you're right.
lasts an hour.
Nice. Cool. Okay.
I'm trying to be good about keeping track
yeah.
of the concentration thing. So
Rubrum, Baldwin seems to cast some kind of blessing on you.
he looks, he just blinks and says,
What have you done?
Well, when we go down here and search the rest of this basement, this will allow you to move a little more quickly in the event of something trying to accost us from the dark.
I hope your gods realize who they have casted this upon. The greatest sorcerer that has ever lived. At least I was.
I'm sure they do, and that perhaps this is why I can give you this blessing.
he grunts.
Well, let us dive into this disgusting place.
Yeah, if Isabeau's leading the way, Baldwin will be second.
Okay, you make your way through that doorway and into the dungeon of the castle. It's derelict. There is quite a lot of, there's a few remains of things down here, but not much will survive after 200 years in a damp place. A little bit of rubble, a few bits of wood have survived, but not many. Certainly, anything that was stored down here is long gone, and even the rats seem to have moved on. But you can see that beyond this room, there is a further doorway over the far side of this what appears to have been a storeroom, and past what, judging by the holes in the floor and ceiling, may have once been some kind of cell. Beyond that, on a far wall, there is a stone door. It's open, but on it is an ornate coat of arms.
You recognize the coat of arms?
Yes.
Anyone who wishes can make a history check, but it's going to be really difficult. 19.
I have no idea. It looks like
Yeah.
mine. No.
Yeah, it's... no, you don't recognise it. It's... Rubrum, you get advantage, so you can...
Oh, I just roll again.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I had to... Is it expertise? No, you got expertise.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
do.
it was.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. So, Rubrum, you think it's Solamnic, but that's all you can tell.
Yeah, he
You
just...
probably lose interest at that point.
Yeah, he just... he doesn't even say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, Baldwin will take a look around the room.
Let's sweep the room.
Okay, anyone who wants can make an investigation check.
Best investigators ever.
Yeah.
It's all clear.
Scooby Gang got nothing.
We're
on
in a dungeon.
it. Yes.
I found a dead rat.
Yeah, you do find some rat skeletons down
Signs
here.
of life.
Yeah. You also find a more recently dead rat that seems to have been bitten in half by a human-looking teeth. The tooth pattern's human.
Probably that ghoul.
But apart from that, you don't find anything.
The stone door.
It stands a little open. Going over to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
approach it with her if I see her heading that way.
Yeah, you see through there. Again, it's pitch black, but when your light shines through there, you can see there is a wide corridor, and in that corridor there are right along the wall there are kind of niches where it looks like there were stone coffins. Well, you can still see some stone coffins there, but they've been broken open, and they're mostly empty. But further down the corridor there, you can see what looks like some bones lying on the floor.
As we peer down this corridor, Isabeau calls on Kiri Jolith to watch over them and warn them of danger. I'm gonna use Divine Sense. It's not a spell. It's just
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
Within 60 feet.
Can you put it? Okay, thank you. Okay, you can sense there are undead ahead. So you
Did that not?
you just get them wandering in and out. Yeah, I've got it. You get them. You can sense like undead just at the edge of your perception, just kind of walking into the range of your perception and then out again.
Right. There's no danger immediately here, but there is up ahead. I sense the evil of the waking dead further on, drifting in and out of my senses.
Yeah, Baldwin will look in and he'll look to Isabeau. Do you know how many?
It's impossible to say. Just that it's there.
Perhaps we should do something similar to what we did before with the one. Try to bring them to this doorway. Force them to fight here in our terms, as opposed to going in.
Try to attract their attention.
Through, and I think I have torches, right? Or no, there's like debris, rubble, so I have that on the floor.
There is debris on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one that's like the size of my, something I can pick up and carry in a hand, and
Yep.
could try to get their attention, throw it into the room, but maybe we should see if we can make it harder to get through this door somehow. Do we see any cupboards or anything about anything down here that's not been broken apart, or pieces of furniture?
Not really, no. It's just this bare corridor. There's just, there's stone kind of coffins or sarcophagi are mostly broken open, and they're not, they'd be the ones that have sufficient amount left. It would be really hard to carry them. They're incredibly heavy. So nothing really simple.
I could just try to get their attention with this stone, put light on it, and then throw it in the room, see if we can get them to come to us.
Noise.
Yes.
She'll just start banging on a wall with the hilt of her sword.
Perhaps have Aish sing. It might make them flee.
Well, that's rather insulting. He's a lovely voice. They would have to have terrible taste.
Perhaps they'd be drawn to his singing voice, like so many are at the tavern.
Sing us a song, Aish.
You could woo one of them. I'm sure one of is female.
I only woo that which is living, Rubrum. It is no sport to woo the dead. They are unmoving to my charm.
They moan a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is not music to my ears. It doesn't have the right timbre.
Still, it may lure them to us, and frankly, it's a bit eerie down here. I couldn't mind some noise other than steps on these bones and rubble. I
all
can't
right,
sense
all right.
them anymore.
I shall. And then Aish kind of steps forward, pulls out his lute, and strums loudly and sings, "Zombie! Zombie! Zombie! Do you have a head? Do you have a head? If you do, come on over, and we shall relieve you of it, zombie!"
Isabeau tries to concentrate on seeing if she can sense any of them without laughing.
Aish is pretty
Probably.
distracting.
It's probably the most Baldwin's laugh since anyone here has known him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Isabel, they seem to have driven the undead away.
I didn't sense any of them.
See? I told you.
Well, let's search this area that we're in, at least. I mean, does it look like there might be something in these little crypt niches?
You could start searching, yep.
Yeah, so that's investigate.
Yes. Yep.
Hey, Yesh, be ready to sing again if we detect their presence.
Yes. I shall.
Turn undead.
You're right.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Isabeau, you think that these are Solamnic men at arms, but centuries old. There's, just the methods of burial, some of the fragments of swords you see here.
But it all seems
Baldwin.
very ancient and rotted.
Yeah.
away.
Rubrum
Yeah,
starts
you think
looking
this
for
is
like money.
Pre-cataclysm. Yeah, yeah. Sadly, there isn't any. This is very upsetting. Typical Solamnics, they don't bury them with grave goods. It's terrible. Yeah, maybe their armor and weapons, and that's it. But further down the corridor, you see, as you kind of move in that direction, you can see, you both see with a 10, there are skeletons lying in the corridor itself in almost a pile. Several of them shattered. There is one that's obviously been cut in half, and there is a considerable amount of dried blood on the floor here.
Recent?
No, dried.
No. I mean, but like.
Oh, I see. No, not ancient and not recent. So not within the last day or two, and not hundreds of years
hundreds of years, right? Exactly.
No.
So there's dried blood and bodies.
I'll divine sense especially around the skeletons through there.
Yep. So yeah, you you don't sense anything here. No. So
But this is
out.
Something living was here. Living enough to be killed. I mean, but there's no clues on these bodies as to...
Killed with a sword, you think. Possibly an axe, but probably a sword.
I mean, but they're skeletons or bodies?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's just that they're skeletons, and you think that they were chopped down with a sword. But someone lost a lot of blood here.
Odd, because these skeletons didn't lose a lot of blood here.
In fact, let me think. So you see a lot of blood at one point, and then you can see just droplets of it coming back the way you came, and until it kind of like fades out, and then just a bit beyond the door. You didn't really notice it when you were coming through first.
So maybe the
very faint.
Ghoul was bleeding. Something attacked the ghoul?
That thing you saw didn't have any blood when you hit it.
Okay. Interesting.
He kind of looks... Baldwin will look around and see. Is there anything else that the chamber goes further than this?
It's not a chamber, it's a corridor.
Oh,
yeah,
corridor.
It's quite wide.
Okay.
Yeah, so the picture shows a chamber, but actually this is just indicating what the walls are like. It goes down this way on both sides of the wide corridor, about 10 feet wide.
But it's still going, like we haven't reached the
It
end.
does still going, yeah.
So we need to keep going, but keep your eyes and ears open and our divine senses open.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can see that as you go down this corridor further, you see that there are several more bodies here, lots of skeletons, a few of these kind of zombies or whatever they were, like the one that you fought upstairs. And there was obviously a big battle here at some point in this corridor. They've been several of these things that obviously like been beheaded or limbs hacked off or something. And then the chamber, the corridor opens up into a chamber, and you can see a crypt ahead of you. The room is round, and there are 7 stone coffins around the edge of the room. I noticed that Walter Peck is here. Did you want to join us? Is he listening?
He's
WP?
probably just
I think
listening.
he's doing a letter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's typing it down on his typewriter.
Yep, exactly. Typing more hate mail to the city council.
Okay, so yeah, that's the room you see ahead of you. You can see that in the center of the room there is some kind of... In fact, it's the same coat of arms as you saw on the door. And these coffins here are a little more ornate.
How many did you say there were?
7. And
7.
anyone who wants can make a perception check, and it's going to be a kind of sliding scale.
Okay. And I don't think Divine Sense works through total
barriers.
cover. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. Yep. So, okay. Aesh, you just noticed what I've seen so far. Baldwin, you can see that these coffins have this same coat of arms on them. Isabeau, you and Rubrum both notice the same thing. You feel it through your divine sense as he notices it. Straight after that, Baldwin will notice it through his divine sense, but you notice it first, which is that a hand is coming out from one another. The lids of these coffins are very, very slightly ajar, but as you notice, a hand comes out through one of them and pushes the lid down with a crash, and then several of the others do the same as creatures emerge. There's perhaps some intelligence here. You've been ambushed. Okay. So these will be... I'm going to move these back to where they all are. So these are actually emerging from coffins.
I have this map.
Nice.
Rogue map.
Okay, everyone can roll initiative, but let me clear the turn tracker before you do.
That guy's got a fucking arm in his mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gosh, we interrupted his dinner. How rude.
He just popped
know.
out that way.
Yep.
Shit, you guys eat.
He's actually chewing on half a rat.
Rat arm.
Okay.
Oh, slightly better.
Yeah.
What did I have something on me, right? What was
You roll initiative twice and take the
Okay.
higher. It's advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was 16 the first time, so that's 18. It's gonna be hard to beat, but let's see. Yep.
Okay. Hold on. That's wrong.
18 for me, please. Well, here, I'll do it.
Okay. Thank you. And
Yes was ready.
Mm-hmm.
his body was ready.
It's like, oh yeah.
They heard my song.
Before the man.
They heard my song.
Oh shit! I've heard this guy before. Let's surprise him.
Yeah. But as they emerge, you can see that 2 of them are zombies and 2 are skeletons, and you're thinking, what? How are these? These aren't intelligent creatures. And then you notice the other one here that's kind of munching on something, and it looks at you with a cold and ravenous intelligence. And you think this is the architect of the ambush. Okay, so let's start with Aesh.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, one minute. Who does he see? Sorry. Yeah, zombie 2 is going to shoot that with his crossbow.
Okay, go for it. Actually, can you... Yeah, you can get that one. Oh, it happens again.
Yeah, the
They're
recoil
a
is just
really
too much.
easy target. Yeah.
There's something wrong with the
You just go
string on
high
that
and wide
thing.
again.
Let's see if I can fix that for you when we have a moment.
Anything else from Aesh?
Yes, 1 minute. In combat, I have bonus action.
Inspiration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bonus
and
action,
bonus.
correct? Yeah. So who's Yeah, he looks to Baldwin and he says, Baldwin, my paladin, I cannot fight this battle. Please save me! And he kind of sends him a bardic inspiration.
Baldwin,
You're very
that's
inspiring.
outrageous.
Help me! I'm a big wimp.
Oh no!
I'm too pretty to die.
Yeah.
Save me,
me
Baldwin,
sing,
you're my
don't
only
you?
hope.
And Baldwin's
Cool.
like, he
Love
is
it.
too pretty to die.
Please
It
remember,
actually works.
everyone has a use of ordinary inspiration as well, and Baldwin has 2 uses because Ghost is making my life easier by writing really good session summaries. Okay, moving on to this creature here.
We do have inspiration.
And yes, all of you do.
I have the D6 bardic as well right now, right?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're very inspirationed up. Okay, this thing comes moving over. And it comes straight for Isabeau. But by the time it reaches her, it's run, so it's kind of used its action.
Do
on
I
dash.
still have my has it been more than 10 minutes? Is my protection from evil gone?
No, you still got it.
Okay.
Okay.
How long
Okay.
has it been since I touched her weapon till now? Has a minute passed?
There's something about you saying that
Yeah.
that just makes it sound wrong.
I know.
Um,
I think
how
a
long is it?
minute's
Too
definitely
long.
passed.
A minute will have passed, yes.
So you see that the light.
Is it only a minute?
That's all it takes.
Yeah, it's all it takes.
All it takes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and this zombie is striking in a ponderous but quite powerful manner at Baldwin. But no,
Slam.
yeah, he easily takes the blow on his shield. Next, Rubrum.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to quicken. Why is the ghoul keep moving? It shouldn't be there, should it?
Here,
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah.
The
Yep,
ghoul?
that's where it is.
Oh, okay.
And that's
That's
where
weird.
my
It's like
zombie is.
my roll 20 is like lagging on this one. Anyway.
It
Oh,
happens to me too.
weird.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Not
It
me.
runs up to date
Yeah.
now.
It's just okay. Anyway. Okay. I
It's
will.
fine in Canada.
Yeah. Superior internet.
Yeah, it comes with socialized medicine. It's fine. The freebie.
All right. What was it doing? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to quicken, and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on the ghoul.
You can pick more than one target.
Yeah. No, they're all going to the ghoul. This
All
this
going to the
time.
ghoul.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Hits.
I'm going to use Empower to re-roll both those dice,
Okay.
and that'll be all my sorcery points. Okay. So 5 damage.
Okay.
That's for the first one.
The first ray.
Yeah.
You got 2 more.
Okay. So here goes the second one. If that hits.
11. That hits.
Okay.
I was on the ghoul. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
Hold
all on the ghoul.
The ghoul that does not hit.
Okay. Here's the third one.
22. Yeah, that hits. So it takes a
Nice.
total of 11 damage.
That's nice.
And
How's it looking?
kind of, yeah, it lets out a bit of a shriek of pain as it gets hit and quite notably wounded by your spell. It's not on death's door or anything, but it's noticeable.
Yeah, okay, so that was that was a bonus action, so I'm gonna use my normal action and attack use Scorching Ray on it again.
Okay.
So
hopefully you can see its health bar then.
yeah. So the first one, I don't know. Do I have to choose right away, or can I choose them one at a time?
You have to choose right away,
Okay,
'cause
then they
all
all
happen
go,
at the
all
same
go
time.
that way then.
Okay. No, you can't cast spells twice in a turn. So what you can
Oh,
do,
I see.
you can't cast Scorching Ray, but you can throw a Firebolt at it because that's only a cantrip.
I'll do that then. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, where I rolled a 20. If that's okay.
Yeah, so you can, you can.
So
you
the
can
damage
actually-
would be D10.
Yeah.
Let's see.
2d10.
Yeah, okay. There's the first one. There's the second
Okay, 9. Oh, yes. What does it look like as you kill it?
You killed the ghoul?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so it just does this flames all just like melting the thing over and over and over again.
Nice. So yeah, it's like 3 rays of fire hit it and then a bolt of fire, all in very quick succession. Aesh, you're impressed. He casts 2 spells on top of each other in the time it takes most people to cast 1. So yeah, absolutely roasts it. Anything else from Rubrum?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, skeletons are moving over.
No.
This one arrives there and is menacing Rubrum.
Around the corner, come on.
No, just kidding.
You've got
Yeah.
partial cover.
And that's menacing Aesh. And this one comes in here and attacks Baldwin.
No.
No.
Shield up.
Okay. Excellent.
No one wants to attack Isabeau.
I think they're gonna take lightning damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, some of those shouldn't have moved yet. Sorry, I was being stupid. Okay. That's
Oh,
what
that's
they will
all right.
do. Okay. So you guys can take your moves. Z2 won't get its turn because it's already acted.
Baldwin will throw up Bless on 3 people. One second here. What I have for the Bless, I'll pick. Bless is this. I'll pick Isabel, Ash, and Rubrum for Bless.
Okay. So
you
they,
all
you
roll
guys.
D4 before making an attack roll or saving throw for the next.
Oh,
This,
nice.
you can use it. You can use it once,
Nice.
and then I will. That's it for my turn. I will just stand here and.
You can use it more than once, actually. You can. It says whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
1 minute, so basically 10 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 rounds of D4s on
Nice.
attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay. So, next, Isabel.
Well, gosh, Baldwin's having all the fun, but Aish is squishy, so I'm gonna protect him. I'll attack this one. So I'll roll 1d4 for the bless.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to add 2.
Okay,
Ugh.
no. Even a zombie doesn't get hit with a 7. No.
No,
So-
well, even if it's a 9.
Is it a 9?
It's a 9 because I get to add the 2.
Okay. Oh, yes, of course. So I was distracted. I was looking at something else. No, you hit.
Oh, 9 hit?
Yeah,
Okay.
right,
Yep.
Negative dex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's someone wearing no armor who is moving very slowly. They're just shambling.
Okay. Well, that's your bless, Baldwin, right there.
Less difference.
hmm And I'll roll my damage. And let's see. Let me look at my actions. I think I'm going to use the divine smite. How many divine smites do I get? When you hit with melee attack... No, that's a spell slot. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to do damage.
Not bad.
One hand damage is 11.
11. Okay. And that's on this one. Okay. Okay. It just kind of moans as you hit it, and it recoils from the blow, but there's no sign of pain. It's lost the ability to feel that. Okay. Anything else from Isabel?
Nope, that's it. I'm going to continue to use my concentration on the
Okay.
protection.
He's already acted. Okay. Aesh.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot a crossbow now that the skeleton's in front of him. Oh, be
If
gone, be
you
gone.
shoot a crossbow at one who's right next to you, it's at disadvantage because it's really easy to avoid something that's being pointed in your face.
Ah, that's okay.
Okay. If you chose to drop that and pull a melee weapon, though, that'll just be a normal attack.
I don't have any melee weapons.
Okay.
So +1.
He doesn't
Okay.
get his hands dirty.
Yeah, and it's at the skeleton.
Yes.
So that would be a 9.
9.
Okay. Oops. No. It again misses it completely. Narrow miss this time, not like the terrible miss from before, but it is still about an inch above its head. Anything else from Aesh?
Yeah. This thing keeps recoiling.
Keep singing!
Okay, and then onto this zombie again. This time it's going for Isabeau, which believe means it attacks at disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, 12.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay, so she parries that or fends it away with her shield. Rubrum.
Do I have to have line of sight for Scorching Ray?
Yes.
So I can't shoot through?
It doesn't matter.
Can I shoot through
You can
someone?
Through Baldwin, yes, but I think we'll have to look at...
I'm not talking about
S1.
S1. I'm talking about like if I wanted to send 2 against the skeleton and 1 against the zombie or something.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure actually, and I should have checked for the ghoul is whether everything in the path gets hit. That's what I didn't actually check.
Just burning hands, it'll be fun, I'm sure. I'll just move.
You know what? I would, if we can retcon
No,
it,
no,
even
it's
if
not
we
everything in
did,
the past,
because
alright.
I've got absorb elements as a reaction I could have used.
You
to
could have
help.
used that. No, it's fine. It only attacks the it only damages the thing it's aimed at.
Alright.
It's not everything.
So I'm gonna
on the way.
send. I'll do.
Second edition. I think it used to hit everything on the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Scorching Ray. I'll do 2 against the skeleton. Skeleton 1
Okay.
and 1.
Those will be at disadvantage against the skeleton because it's so close.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll do
Okay.
1 against skeleton 2. So 2
Okay.
raise it. Well, if I'm disadvantaged, I'll
Yep.
just do them all at skeleton 1 then. Sorry, Aish.
D4s
Okay.
on all those
Yeah, so.
for bless.
Alright.
You won't get disadvantage against skeleton 2.
Yeah, but
So-
this guy's on top of
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Alright. Where is it? Scorcher Ray. First one.
Okay.
And then it's a +4
roll
if I
again.
need it.
Yeah, but roll
D2.
again because it's a disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Where is it?
Okay, we'll hit him without the D4.
Okay.
Excellent. So I'll take the damage from the one
Yeah.
that hit.
Is there a way
15,
to,
so
to
11
toggle
damage.
it on the sheet so I don't have to roll it twice? D&D
Bless.
Advantage.
D&D and Beyond.
Yes. What you
Oh.
do is when you're
Shift.
hovering over something to click it, you hold down
Oh,
shift.
I see. Okay. So that's the first one.
And then advantage control, I think.
Oh, I see. Oh, so like both of them? Alright.
So
Okay.
you'll see it turns into
Green plus.
a plus, or green plus is advantage, red minus is disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that's the first one. Here's the second one.
Yep.
And I rolled with advantage for some reason. Sorry. 12. It was a 12.
A crit 12. The 12 does not hit.
Okay.
It pulls up what remains of a shield, and the spell thuds into it.
Here's the last one. 13.
13. This one just hits it for 3 points of damage and kills it.
Yeah, he just starts again. All these flaming rays just fly out of his fingertips towards the skeleton right in front of him, and his like bones char and burn, and it just collapses into a heap.
Nice. And then that one's gone. The other skeleton goes for Ash.
No!
And stabs him for 3 points of piercing damage. I think this is the first
Stabbing
time that
hurts.
Ash has been wounded. So how does Ash react?
Ash like, ow! You bonehead!
Oh man!
What do you think you're doing with that? Do you know how expensive this is?
Okay, on to Baldwin.
Oh god. Hand of Radiance. And I'm gonna target these 2 zombies with it.
Okay.
So it'll be 2 radiant unless they save.
Okay, and DC 13 con save, 2 zombies. Okay, so dum, 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 dum. Okay, that one saves, and this one saves again.
Oh my gosh, these are some hardy zombies.
They are. Yeah, so the light just shines on them, but does not damage them. It's Baldwin's turn.
Okay, Isabeau's. She'll attack the guy. Well, yeah, I guess we gotta finish the one she started. She'll attack it, but first I've still got that bless, right?
Yeah, I forgot mine.
3. Ugh. Well, that'll help me hit though. So 'cause that's +3, so that's 12.
On one of the zombies or on the skeleton?
The zombie
Okay.
that I hit before.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 9.
Oh yeah, 9 damage as well. So I was going, yes, yeah, that's a 9 to hit, yeah. And I was waiting for the damage. Okay. Okay. And anything else from Isma?
I don't think I can help anyone with the bonus section. No. That's it.
Okay. And the last zombie that's uninjured goes for Baldwin.
Oh, jeez. Does that hit?
Yeah, I
it
think
does
so.
hit, yeah.
Yeah, he takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
And then I have to make, what are the rules on concentration?
Okay, so you'll need to make
save?
a DC 10 con save.
I will... Are you able to use Bardic Inspiration on these?
Yes, you can.
I will use Bardic Inspiration on it.
Okay.
The con save, you said? Okay.
Okay, the spell goes...
Nope. 4. with
Oh!
the Bardic, so 10 just hits.
Use the
Just-
bardic, yeah.
Just
Right.
holds it.
Yes. Okay, cool. So you just managed to keep that going. Behind you down the corridor, you hear a noise. Waterpeck, what does it sound like? As Dalrend is approaching. Can you hear me? You're muted.
I'll turn around.
Let's kill it.
Kill it with fire.
We're surrounded.
What smells like burnt hair?
Yeah, you can see them much clearer than they can see you. You're in the dark to them. They're lit up by magical light and occasional flares of fire. Okay. So I will let you roll initiative. I'll drop a token on for you. You'll be back down the corridor. So what we'll say is that you are you're close enough that you can get into combat this round after moving. So I'll drop you on the map, but you're not there yet. You'll just be somewhere up to Baldwin and Isabeau's rank once you've moved this round. So you can just roll initiative.
I did. It sucked.
Oh, 5. Okay, it didn't register, but let me add turn. I think maybe I was still dropping it on there.
That's correct.
Okay. Cool. Okay, Aesh. Things aren't going well for the teller of tales, but I'm sure things will turn around this round.
Yes. So Ash is going to be like, this thing is kind of making holes in him that he does not appreciate. He's going to try his crossbow one more time.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
And use your bless.
1d4. Wow, that's wonderful. 12.
Okay.
It's a hit.
No,
It's a hit.
it is not. It's not
No,
good enough.
13 is a hit.
Oh my
13 is a hit,
goodness.
yeah. So it actually hits him physically. This time you're accurate, but just by sheer bad luck, one of the few remaining rusted scraps of armor on this just turns the crossbow bolt aside. Anything else from Aesh?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. The zombie here attacks Isabeau again. So again, it's a disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
14, does that hit?
No.
Okay, it's having no luck. But it doesn't appear very smart at all. It's just continues striking again in the same kind of way at her. It's showing no...
Striking. Kind of a blue, shimmering force sparking every time it strikes at her.
Nice. And it doesn't seem to respond at all to its failure. It just keeps trying and trying. Its eyes glazed and unfocused. Rubrum.
Rubrum moves up here under this guy, and burning hands out that'll hit Z2 and Z1.
Okay. Let's move him aside. Okay. Go for it. So do they get a save?
DC 13.
They do. Okay. But it's Dex. Okay, so... Okay.
Hits him.
Nice.
11 damage.
Okay. So this one here, you torch it. It just goes up like dry paper, and it really does burn. This one is damaged, but it's still up.
Yeah, he just steps forward next to Baldwin, and out of his hands just this, which they've seen before, a wash of flames just covers these zombies and just burns one and melts the skin, and it collapses, and the other is, burning. And
Oh, it's effective, but it smells
I
horrible.
wish you guys could help me kill some of these things.
I had 90%.
I've killed them all!
Okay, anything else from Rubra?
No.
Okay, and the skeleton here again strikes with just the patience of something that has no real mind left against Aesh. I guess he parries the blow this time, right? 10's not going to hit.
Yes, that's
X.
correct. Yeah.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
too
so you just
limber.
kind of knock it aside with your crossbow this time. Baldwin.
I will try to, as Ruben said, help him kill some of these things by smashing these. I will use my inspiration for advantage with the mace.
Okay.
So I should have done that. Well, it would not have made a difference.
Okay.
Wow.
It hits.
Yay.
Dodging. Oh, and I forgot.
You pushed him
use
very,
my-
very roughly.
You know what? I think I'm gonna fucking smite that.
Smite that fucker.
I'm gonna smite this shit. That's another what? 3? It's a 3d8 on a
3d8.
on an undead. Yeah.
2d8, isn't it? Oh, 3d8 for undead.
3d8 for an
Yeah.
undead. Unless you're telling me he's alive, I'm open to it.
No.
He's had a real bad
He's
hair
very
day.
much not.
He's
All
very,
right,
he's
that
very
should
fucking
Yeah.
dead.
Okay. Yes, you destroy it.
Yeah, so
Now,
Baldwin hits
actually,
it with
with-
the mace.
With
Oh,
this
good.
one and with the first one you killed, they had no chance of doing this. S1 should have had a chance to actually survive. I forgot to roll it, but anyway, this one, yeah. How does it look as you smash it with radiant energy?
I wind up and the mace glows as if the light spell, but then it keeps going, just like almost catching on fire, like golden, and smashes this thing, and just like dust the upper half of its body as it falls back.
Nice. Okay, and Dalrend, you can get to here this round. So what does it look like as you come charging through to attack this last skeleton?
As he comes
Our
on,
savior.
Shouldering through us.
Yes. Coming into the rescue, clearly it is needed, as most of there's corpses all over the floor, much like, Fezzik in The Princess Bride. He's like, everybody move! And goes in, yeeting the last one, who clearly is a grave threat to the 4 surviving people. All right, let's see.
Where have you been? I'm done with your knitting.
Oh gosh.
17, that hits. That hits. Badly damaged it.
I guess I'll go ahead and immediately use my bonus action.
Okay. You use your,
Action surge.
Action surge.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ooh, did luck
Okay.
reset?
Inspiration did, yep.
No,
So
my
you can-
luck.
Oh, your luck.
A short rest reach.
Is it a short rest? You've had a short rest.
Let me make sure.
I thought it was a long rest.
No. Yeah, it's a long rest. You're right.
When did you last use it? It's in the battle with the undead before, right?
Yes, I believe.
So you
used
have
one
had a
of-
long rest since then you slept
hold
in
on.
the Wizard's Tower.
Alrighty then. I guess we're gonna do that.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Okay. Definitely hit. Damage. Okay. You destroy it. Very nice. What does it look like?
He just comes through with his two-handed sword, just bringing down chop after chop, and it dies collapsing to the ground. And he kind of turns to the group with his weird Minotaur grin, and you're welcome.
Isabeau kind of smiles a little bit, shaking her head, but then looks over at Aesh, who has a pretty significant wound, if I remember correctly.
No, I don't think it is.
3 hit
It's a flesh
points, I
wound.
think.
No. You turn around to see Ash, and he's like looking at his tunic, and he's like looking at it, and he sees there's a big hole in it. Then there's just a little bit blood coming out of it, and he just looks at it, and he starts like, complaining. This bonehead! Look what it did! Do you know how much the thing costs? And he looks up, and he's like, as he's complaining, and he looks up, he sees Dalren basically beheading this skeleton. Ah, finally! Where were you all this while, Dalren? Look what this thing did to me.
The horror. I'm sorry I was delayed.
Indeed, it's a horror. It's going to take me
Are you
forever
all
to
right?
fix it. No,
You're
I'm not all right.
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Not you. You're not hurt, Ayash.
No, I'm fine, but my clothes are not, and that might as well be me.
Oh, well, she'll reach out and she'll fix your clothes.
Oh, we got mending.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what does that look like?
Oh, she says, yeah, I can at least fix that. And she kind of takes her thumb and her forefinger along the two sides of the tear, and as she pulls them together, and draws her fingers down the cut, it just all seals together seamlessly, with just a little bit of heat and distortion of the air around it.
Now say Ash react.
Ash looks at it, his eyes wide open, and he's like, "Huh? You fixed it! Oh my god, you fixed it! Thank you. And he kind of hugs her and kind of, oh, thank you.
Well,
Do you know that it's so hard? They don't like it when there's holes in the bard.
I don't like it when there's holes in the bard.
I do.
Yes, I will write a song about this.
Did Ruben say he does?
And
He's
Ash
basically
hears that,
muttering
turns
to himself.
turns to the wizard or sorcerer, and he kind of does puts his tongue out.
Well, Baldwin, you do seem to actually... Are you all right?
It's nothing. You see it is something, but he doesn't give it any thought. A flesh wound, no need to worry.
All right. Well, Rubram, you've made a right mess in here, and it stinks.
Well,
But
yes.
none of us are eaten, so there's that.
Yes, you are lucky that I was here.
You're always useful. Thank you.
You're most welcome. I wonder if there is coin in here to be had.
Well, I don't
Perhaps.
think they've been going to the market recently, so perhaps there might be.
Rubram would look at this door, inspect it. Does it look like it's locked?
It's closed.
Oh,
You
he
don't
would
know
try
it's-
it. If it's trapped, it's
cool.
trapped.
Okay, yeah. You open it, it's not trapped.
Yeah.
No. Leads into another corridor. This time there aren't... It's narrow and there aren't any bodies on it. And you can see it goes on for about 30, 40 feet and ends in another door.
Yeah.
There's a hallway here.
Let's
I
look
think
at
we should
these.
look through here first.
Let's look at see if there's anything of value or interest in
Okay.
these.
Anyone who wants
sarcophagi.
can make investigation checks.
Dalrind, what were you doing up there?
Ironing
was I
his
doing up there?
panties.
You were keeping guard over the door in case that guy came in and he realised... what
I
he'd left.
was holding the door, of course. You knew this. He kind of pokes at one of the skeletons. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. He kind of picks up some of their guts with his sword.
Okay, so you go through all these things pretty thoroughly, and you're you're disappointed to know there's nothing really of value here, apart from Rubrum. You discover that the zombie 2 that you're looking at has a gold ring. It's the only thing that looks like it might be valuable.
He takes it.
Okay. Does he tell anyone else, or
No.
does he just try and
He
pocket
just
it?
takes it.
Does he try and like
No,
secretly
no.
pocket
Oh
it? Or
no,
does he just,
no. He just
Okay.
Just puts it on his finger.
Baldwin, you notice this.
Baldwin doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Man, he from his perspective, Ruben did the lion's share. If there's anything
Yep.
else to be found, they'll split it up.
Fair enough. Rubrum, that ring's worth about 25 steel.
25. Okay.
Yep.
Are you keeping track
It's
of
a
that?
pretty.
or should
It's
I?
pretty. No, you should keep
Okay.
track of it. I'm lazy. Okay, but no, these sarcophagi. It's interesting. There's stuff you can see that. Also, you noticed with the God, you can see that with one of the skeletons here, not in this room, but just a little way outside down the corridor. You realise that a couple of them don't have any kind of fragments of armor on them. They for some reason they're missing the armor, and it's and one of them has no. So no, several of them are missing weapons, and one of them is missing armor. So something odd happened here. But let's take a 10-minute break because I've got to kind of tweak some stuff now that Dalrend is here.
All right.
So we'll take a 10-minute break, comfort break, whatever you need, and we'll be back.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
10 minutes from
The
now.
who knows on D&D Beyond if is there a place to put actual gold and stuff, or is it just inventory?
Gold, yeah, you can. So if you, let's do
I'm in
this.
my inventory, but
If I
I see
view a
it's not
character
there.
sheet. It's not there, no. It's just above, I believe. Let's look here. So where you've got just above the button that says Manage Inventory, you can see 30, and if you hover over it, it says 30 gold. And then you click on it, and the whole Manage Coin comes up.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. And steel is equivalent
Yeah,
to
those
gold.
are-
Is that right?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
said 25.
Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you.
Okay. I'm going to nip off, and then I've got to come back and adjust some stuff because Dalren's here. Okay.
Thanks,
See you in a bit.
Dalrind.
Now I've made it harder for you to miss an extra
It's-
NPC.
Well, what was it? What is it they say in the Avengers? It showed, the arrival of Dalren shows you're ready for a higher form of war. See you in a minute.
Man, now I don't have any
Like
spells
fireworks.
left.
See, yeah, you're all high-powered until you forget.
Yeah, I definitely blew my load. I have some things left, though.
I'm well rested from guarding the
Yeah,
door.
I'm gonna sit here and sleep for a little while, get my long rest.
I need, like, since we're doing the Hodor theme, I just need to get a basket that you can kind of sit
Yeah,
in my
there
back,
you go.
like Master Blaster.
Yeah. That's perfect. You could just shoot him over your shoulder.
There you go.
You could spin me around like C-3PO when I gotta shoot backwards.
I'll be right back while everybody's taking 5. All right, I'm back.
Are you a fighter class?
I am.
I've returned.
Not some stinking barbarian.
I am not a filthy barbarian. I am a filthy minotaur.
Is your class barbarian?
No, it's fighter.
Okay.
I just took the, what is it, Battle Master, I think, subclass.
The bonus action's nice.
Action Surge is nice, and then I think the 3 skills I took, one I haven't used yet, but it's like precision attack, so I can decide after I roll if I want to use one of my, I can't remember what they're called, but like dice, and I can roll a d8 and add that to my roll. It's a maneuver, that's what it's called.
Combat maneuvers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm around, but I'm just adjusting stuff, so I'll be silent for a bit.
There's a distinct lack of treasure in this place.
Why can't we just sell ground up bones and say it's some sort of, aphrodisiac powder?
Are you sure it isn't?
Well, it's only one way to find out.
How horny do you feel?
This is the equivalent
I'm
of
always
gas.
horny. Yuck, 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 yuck.
I was just thinking with Aesh, just sort of saying, it's like, wow, I am horny. It must be working.
Like the old school equivalent of gas station pills, just ground up bone dust.
They're ash
Would you
now.
like to get a boner? Would you like your boner to last into the afterlife?
Spanish.
Sniff a dead man through your nose.
What's the Dragonlance equivalence of Spanish fly?
Strangely, it never gets mentioned in the books. I don't know.
Huh, weird. Can't believe that's such a huge oversight.
I think they just assume you know.
Kitiara had it.
Who's
If you know,
who's
you
the
know.
fertility the goddess in this setting?
I can't remember.
Like the
There
not
isn't one,
the
the
good, not the
close-
nice one, not the nice
No,
one,
there's
like the
the-
raunchy one.
The
Slanesh.
closest is Mishkar, I mean. Slanesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't really.
I don't
Well,
remember any
Mishakal is...
It's the closest, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
You like to raise your love life from the undead? Boner dust.
You become a Norhold pimp.
fucking snake oil salesman.
Ain't no pimp like no whole pimp.
It works for him.
The results are electric. Ask our bard.
Okay. This. Here.
Wonder, can we sleep 8 hours?
Let's just crawl inside these
Eventually.
No, now.
coffins.
Yeah,
the middle of this
he
corridor,
forgot.
yeah.
Yeah, he forgot how to be useful, so he's gonna sit in my backpack for like Master Blaster from Thunderdome for the rest of the game.
That's it. He's just, just blown it too soon.
Yep. Got it
Too
everywhere.
soon again.
Swear this normally doesn't happen.
It's not even trying to convince people of that. Okay. Right. I think we are good to carry on. Okay. Let's change this to this. Everyone back? Everyone good to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. Okay. So you've just finished this this combat. Everything here, yeah. The the tombs seem to be empty of any goods. It's not usual for Solamnic knights to be buried with treasures, but you might have hoped that some of them had have some nice arms or armor, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And just here in this wall, the map doesn't show it, but there is actually a door, and Ruben's opened it, and it leads into a corridor that goes about 30 feet to another door. Another plain wooden door. Seems to have been polished and treated in some way, and it's actually lasted down here despite the damp.
Well, I'll shine the light down there.
Yeah, you can just see this other door, and that's it.
Another door, and that's it. Do we hear anything?
You going up to the door, or are you listening from where you are?
I'm gonna go up to the door.
Okay, you walk down this corridor, and you reach another door and listen at it. You can make a perception check. Okay. No, you don't really hear anything. Seems very quiet down here. You can just see the breathing and shuffling of your companions.
Does it open in or out?
It looks like it opens away from you.
All right, I'll take the hit if there's a trap. So I'll open it while
Where's
I'm
our
alone
rogue?
and push it open.
Okay. Are the others going down to join her once she's opened the door?
Don't join me until after I open it. If someone's gonna hit by a trap, it should just be one person.
But did you tell us that?
Yeah, she says just hold on, I'll open it. She just kind of holds out a hand to just hold.
All right.
Okay. There's a kind of like a kind of ring handle here, and you turn it, and as you do, there's a kind of snick, and something comes out of the keyhole, like you just catch some movement. Make a dex save.
Yeah, this is not gonna be pretty. I'm going to use my inspiration today.
Okay.
This.
It was DC 12. You made it. Yeah, you managed to pull your hand away, and it scrapes against your gauntlet. It's a spike of blackened metal, coated with something. Whatever it's coated with is some kind of viscous liquid that seems to have mostly dried up, but there's still some left on there.
Well, that looks nasty. She shudders a little bit, not knowing what that might have been.
That isn't something that would have been put here by the original Solamnic family, needless to say.
Push the door open.
Okay. It opens out into a... Let me just check this slide before I do. I'm just going to hide some stuff here. Give me a sec. Thinking. It opens up into a wide room, which is... the center of it has various arcane symbols on the floor, and in the corner there's a little round room, a small alcove that looks a little bit like this over here. There is a table there with a book on it. In the center of the room, though, lies a dead creature. It looks sprawled, as if it's kind of fallen in movement. I'll show you what it looks like here. Okay. So it looks like this. So not quite a Dragonborn. Dragonborn don't have wings. So you think this is probably a Draconian. It's big. It's about 8 or 9 feet tall. And it looks kind of decayed, but there's also marks on it where it looks like it's been scorched or blackened the skin, and also perhaps partly rotted. And then as you're looking at it, you realize in horror that it just moved, and it turns and starts standing up. And then as that happens, you realize as well that there is something far worse. From the other side of the table in the corner here, you notice there was something black on the floor, and you realize it was some kind of black robes or something lying on the floor. And from that arises a black mist that forms into a humanoid form. A form of almost smoke or darkness, made vaguely humanoid and manifest, but insubstantial. Okay, let's roll initiative. Let's move over to here. I'm going to put let's wrong one. Okay, so let's drop Isabeau on the map first of all over here. So you're in here. The oh, I just dropped you on the wrong layer. That doesn't help. Okay, so Isabeau's there. The rest of you are 30 feet down the corridor, so you can get to where Isabeau is standing in a round. Okay, and I'll drop you on as you... Actually, no, I need to put you around the map just so you can roll. So I'll put you up at various points up here. But... and then as you appear, I'll drop you on the map. So, how does Isabeau react as she sees this? What's her just immediate
I mean, her
reaction?
eyes go wide and she cries for help, says, "Valkyrie Jalith!" And, raises her sword.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's everyone. Okay, and everyone can roll.
Do I still have the
Initiative.
spell that Baldwin cast on me for double initiative?
I...
No.
How long does
I
it
think
that-
probably my
that-
protection
I
from
would-
evil is over too.
I would have put it on
yes.
Dalren before we went
put it
and
on
started
Dalren
going
this
next
time.
room. Yeah.
Yes, the original use of it just worked once.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
then it's gone.
Gotcha.
But I think now he said he's cast it on Dalren.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
'Cause
Dalren can
He
roll
likes
again.
Dalren more than
Yeah.
you.
It's
Basically.
I just watched you burn all your spells.
fair. Yeah.
For a good cause, but still.
Okay. And... Let me just look at this. 1, 2...
Dalren, you can roll another initiative. If it's higher, you can keep it.
Let's see what they roll.
Okay.
Just keep the highest regardless. Doesn't hurt to roll.
We'll find them.
Oh, fuck, he's got a
Okay.
name.
I don't know,
He's
let's-
got a
let's
name,
see.
oh fuck.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's a 15.
need to change
Okay.
that back.
You can just click on there and do it.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay. This should be
What's
here.
up with Baldwin? So you don't have 0 in it, do you?
I have 1. That would be functionally a 1. Dalren would be higher up on the thing as well.
Oh, I see. Minus 0.9. Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Yep, 1. That's 1 and minus 0.92.
I don't know. There's a couple people who have like point something initiatives.
Do you have -1 initiative modifier?
Me?
No, Baldwin.
I do have, I have -1 dex.
Okay, so that's what it is. You rolled a
Yeah.
1. It was -1, so you got
That's-
0 initiative. Yeah. Okay. So Isabeau, what are you doing? You just come in this door, and then this thing's rising to meet you.
Yeah, she screams a battle cry and looks over her shoulders and kind of gestures for them to come forward, and she will go and attack this draconian zombie.
Okay.
So first I'm going to use bonus action Divine Favor.
Okay.
So that's my spell. No, it's not a spell. Sorry, I'm trying to find where it is on here. Bonus actions.
So you should have actions
There
and
we
bonus
go.
actions. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, if I hit it, so I'll move forward and I'll attack.
Okay.
It's a 15 hit.
It does. Yes. Okay. So
I'm
yeah,
going
it's quite
to
easy
use-
to hit. It's big and slow moving. So it looks
going
like
to
despite its different sort of nature, it is kind of slow moving and obviously undead, a little bit like those zombies, but bigger and powerful, more powerful.
I'm going to use Divine Smite on this.
Okay.
So there's this, which is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And 14 radiant damage to it. And 2 points for the 2 points of additional radiant damage for the Divine Favor.
Got it. Okay.
So 16 plus 9.
Yeah, you hit it really solidly, and you're dismayed to find out that it does very little. Unlike the picture, it's not wearing armor, so it's not too hard to hit. So you do hit it, but it's way tougher than you were expecting. It's a large creature, and it seems able to absorb a lot of punishment. And then with mounting fear, you see this ghostly dark figure
It's actually Dalren's
come
turn. I
over
think.
towards you. Oh, is it? Oh, Dalren. Oh, thank you very much. Yep. Okay.
So I'm coming in from the south then, correct?
Yeah, you can get to here for 30-foot movement.
Yep. He'll get to there, kind of bursting through the door, sword drawn, seeing this giant thing, and he just anxiously waits to continue charging forward to help out Isabeau.
So you can either spend your action to dash, or like hold an action, or do something else.
Oh, I'll do dash, because I can gore him at the end of my dash.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So I'll do that.
Nice.
He comes charging through the door, and he knows he can't get a swing on him, so he just lowers his head. And... let's see. Do I even have something written up for that? Let's see if this works.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. That's what he looks like. The other creature. 18, that hits. Yeah.
All right, we'll do a little damage. And I meant a little.
Okay. But it all helps. Hopefully you guys can see his health bar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he comes running in, and he just like lowers his head, gores right into him, but it kind of glances off him or goes into one of his more softy zombie parts and only tears away a little bit of flesh.
Okay. And now this dark ghostly figure glides through the air towards Isabeau. You can see its eyes glow with kind of malice and malevolence. And as it gets closer, you hear a voice that seems to just whisper. Its jaw doesn't move, but a voice whispers from its form nonetheless. And it whispers, "Ah, you must be Isabeau. But learned so much about you. In life, thought perhaps you could be useful. Now you will just feed my hunger. Okay, and it attacks you with so 25 to hit. That is going to hit.
Yep.
So you need to make a DC 14 Constitution save, and this is one that you're really going to want to make.
You have inspiration.
No, I used
You
it.
don't. Oh, it's right. Hey. Fuck.
16. Okay. And you do not take any damage. I think.
Not half.
Oh no, you do. So you take damage. Okay. So you take 22 points of necrotic damage from this as it drains the life from you. This is a terrifying opponent.
Yeah. Okay.
But what you've avoided is if you'd have failed that save, it would have also reduced your maximum hit points by 22.
So you couldn't be healed? Yes.
No, not until you've actually rested.
You gotta
properly.
take a nap.
Yeah, Dalren isn't probably the only one who sees it, but the wraith reaches out and touches her, and just like all the color drains from her, and she starts to sag and almost drops her sword on the floor.
Yeah, you just feel it. You feel the warmth being drained from you, the life.
She makes kind of a strangled sound.
Yeah, your skin actually turns pale as this thing just pulls the life from you, and you actually are close enough to see its face, and its eyes dim for a second, and it looks like it's almost got its eyes closed, and it sort of goes, "You're delicious." And Ayesh, you can get to here with movement.
Sorry, where can I get? There, right?
To here. Yep. And you arrive, and you just see Isabeau kind of sag, and she's looking incredibly pale, and you see that this creature had kind of almost reached a hand into her chest, and it seems to be looking like it's kind of savoring something.
Can I touch her from where I am?
Yes.
Okay. So
everyone's just
Ash-
touching Isabeau without asking is
Yeah, exactly.
very
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
She's getting
this time,
surrounded
without
by people touching her.
yeah,
She's the soggy
without
biscuit.
her asking.
Oh,
Oh.
there was the line. We saw the line just after it was crossed. Yeah.
Couldn't resist,
Okay.
mate. Couldn't resist.
Okay, Ash.
Yes, so Ash is gonna run up to Isabeau and touch her back and do Cure Wounds at
Okay.
second level, which is 2d8.
Okay.
So
Nice.
who should roll that? I've been rolling
You
terrible.
do.
too.
You roll.
Ah, shit.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
You've not
I'm
rolled any
empowering you
D8s,
to roll
come
your
on.
own spells.
2d8s, come on.
There you go.
Oh,
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
Thank
that,
you.
So what does that look like? As you know,
Oh, wait,
as,
wait, wait.
as she's lost all this life, and now your spell.
But there is
puts
more.
life
There
back
is-
into it.
there is
There's
more.
more.
There is more. It is 2d8 plus 3, so you get 16 points of damage. I mean, points of health. There you
You knock
Yeah.
unconscious.
Let's clarify that one.
yeah,
Kill
so
Isabeau.
Ash comes running in and he sees all this shit, and he's like, for a moment he's about to run back out, and then he sees Isabeau kind of almost falling to this ground, and what looks like grey looking fart vapors like floating around. And he says, Isabeau, I'm here to save you for you saving my fancy tunic. And he kind of touches her back, and then this golden light that kind of courses through Ash, and she gets rejuvenated.
Okay.
And then he looks at her and gives her a wink and smiles.
Okay. Anything else from Ash?
That's it.
Okay, Rubrum, you can reach here or either the end of the corridor or here.
Where I am is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he sees what's going on, and I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast the Wraith.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's...
That
I
sounds
love
so
it. I love
exciting.
the... Yeah, it's just like, I feel so positive about this.
Ooh.
20 will hit. And it does take damage. Nice.
Yeah, he just sees the thing on top of Isabel, and he, instead of using fire, he actually, it's kind of more like a green blast that fires from his hand and slams into the wraith's incorporeal form.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yeah. There are some forms of, weird incorporeal undead that can resist fire, so maybe it's wise. Okay, and now the large zombie turns on Dalrend and attacks him. Okay, does 19 hit?
Oh yeah, yep, that hits.
Okay, and you take
8.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. It says here a Morning Star, but it's actually using a two-handed sword.
Gotcha.
Okay, Baldwin. You make it to about here.
He's gonna plan to push his way past Ayesh next to me, but
you can dash. You can dash and do it this time.
I will cast instead.
Okay.
I have one spell slot left. I'm using it on Bless, and
Okay.
it's gonna be at Dalrend, Isabeau, and Rubrum.
Okay.
That'll be my action.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are all blessed. Isabeau, what are you going to do? If this thing hits you like that again, that will drain the life from you completely. And that's not quite the same as being knocked unconscious by a blow. That's a terrifying thought. You're not sure whether that will just kill you or do something worse. It's but you don't think you can take another hit like that.
Yeah, I hate to waste the action, but I'm going to. She closes her eyes for a moment, strengthens her grip on her sword, and, she's covered in shimmering blue again.
Okay.
And then I'm
Cool.
also going to, for a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith.
You can't cast 2 spells in a round. You can do a spell and a cantrip,
okay.
but not 2 spells.
Well, this is a... Oh, okay.
Even if
It's
it's
a
a
first level.
bonus
I was
action,
thinking
yeah.
I was thinking it was a cantrip, but it's not.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. Then I will do True Strike
Okay.
for
Is
next.
that? Oh, for next round, yeah, because that's a
Yeah, next
cantrip.
round.
Is that
Yes,
an action?
cantrip.
Okay. Very nice. Okay.
No, it's one action. I can't do that.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Okay. Cantrip. Okay. Sorry. Good catch. Ghost.
That's alright.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else? Okay.
Nope.
Dalrend.
Dalrend is going to take a swing at the draconian zombie. Let's see. I
Okay.
got Bless going on, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty. See if this works. I am going to use my second point of luck for that horrible roll.
Also, you're blessed.
That
It's
was
counting.
it did count.
That will actually hit, to be honest.
Oh, will it? Even if it's
Yeah.
a 1?
Yep. Oh no, it's a nat 1. Sorry, no.
Yeah,
you
so
can't
we're
use
definitely
it,
going to use the 1 on that.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, much better.
Nice. Okay. A roll for damage. Okay, you hit it a good solid blow with this, and it's oh, sorry, it's badly injured. Okay, anything else from Dalrend?
I'm going to be holding on to my stuff for now.
Okay. And the Wraith. This time, yeah, it's going to go for Isabeau again. I think that's logical. Okay.
It's got
22
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Oh, it
Let me
hits.
see what shield does. Hold on.
Plus 5 AC, I believe.
Plus 5 will get me past it. So as a reaction, I'm going to
Nice.
cast shield.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so what does that look like as it reaches out and tries to reach into your chest but is blocked by the spell?
Yeah, as it's reaching out, it's just forcing its way through that blue protective matter, and it's causing some resistance, but it's gonna get through. But then again, she closes her eyes for a second and moves the fingers on one of her hands in a pattern, and the shield, there's just this burst that kind of throws it back just a little bit, as white light kind of just bursts out of her in a shield type shape,
Nice. Okay, that was tense.
causing its hand to recoil.
Yeah, it just feels like it's kind of struck a barrier and it hisses. I will drink all your life force. And it looks around the room and says, ah, yes. I heard so much. Even beyond death, they came and talked to me. And Aesh, your turn.
Hey, the draconian zombie, is he wearing exactly what the image is saying?
No, he's not wearing armor.
Oh, okay, he's not wearing armor.
No.
Okay, hold on. What does he have in his hand?
Two-handed sword.
Okay, two-handed sword. Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call. Okay, so I'm gonna first move here. I think. Let me see. 15. There. Yes. I'm gonna move
The other thing
there.
I would say though is beware, because if Isabeau gets hit again for that kind
shit.
of
Yes. Okay.
damage,
Yeah. So in that case, I'm just gonna call heat metal on that guy's board.
yep, nice.
Where is that?
Heat metal's nice.
It's at level 2.
Okay. So let's see if he makes the save.
DC
Yes. Okay, he did. So 17. Blah 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 blah. 2d8 fire damage was the 8. Takes the damage for it, so it does take the damage from it. So I think it still takes the damage, right?
It just doesn't
Yeah.
drop its
Yep,
weapon.
doesn't drop the sword.
Yeah. It isn't forced to. Oh, whoops.
He still gets disadvantage. That's not...
And you get to keep doing it as a bonus action.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Anything else from Ash?
Ash then looks to Rubrum and winks. I'm not the only one who can use fire. And he smiles.
Rubrum.
Rubrum looks back and says, "Let's see if you can do this." I'm gonna move. Boop, 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 boop. I don't have a cone template, but I'm pretty sure I can do this.
You can hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit
yeah,
them both.
you can,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so burning hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to. That's decent. 13 DC.
Okay, so first of all, it's Dex, right? Yeah. No. So the zombie takes it full in the face. Oh, and the wraith as well. Okay, so they're gonna.
10.
So that's yeah.
Yeah, so he moves over there and just expending the fire out of his fingertips at both of them.
The wraith just doesn't. The spell seemed to partly wash through it rather than just fully contacting it like
Taking half damage.
the other one did. Yeah. Oops. So I need to do action or half now. Okay. But it is injured. You've injured it a few times now. Anything else from Rubrum?
I don't think so. That's it.
Okay. The draconian zombie turns ponderously and tries to strike at Rubrum.
That's a miss.
Does 11 hit? No, it misses. Okay.
Yeah.
Baldwin, what are you going to do?
So through this
That's a
section here,
table.
there's like a table. Yeah. Would
Yeah.
would I be able to like try to?
You can do it, but it's difficult
Pass it.
terrain.
So it'd be half.
Yeah.
That'd be a half movement.
Yeah, so you would take 10 feet of movement for each square you move. On
So I can
top
get
of
to
that.
here.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So he'll slide through. Past
Going
the
to scramble over,
table.
kicking stuff off this table. Yeah.
Basically, yeah, just pushing through much as he can, and then
Do you have a divine smite left?
I
Did you use it
don't.
all?
All my shit. Oh, I am fucking spent.
I was about to say, yeah, I was unsure how much you guys had left. So
Yeah, I'm all out of
this could-
spells too.
This could be
will.
pretty deadly.
I
Yeah.
will throw up. I'll throw up Hand of Radiance,
Okay.
and I'll target both of them.
Okay.
So 5 on a either save or take 5 radiant.
Okay. So, okay. So it is Constitution. Okay. Okay, and this. Okay, whereas the Wraith is going to con. Oh, right. It screams in pain. This time it seems to take more. It seems to affect it more than you thought. It actually, rather than the draconian, which kind of burns with the power of it, it's almost like the Wraith partly catches fire with this light.
Yeah, he'll call because he's not knowing invisible can still use any kind of smite. Radiance, radiance. He says, holy damage. He looked to the Wraith.
Holy damage, Batman!
Holy damage.
Anything else from Baldwin?
That's all I got.
Okay, Isabel.
All right. Yeah, I'm all out of that, and it's insubstantial, right?
It is, yeah. Which makes things
And
tougher.
in mechanical terms, when things are insubstantial on 5e, generally, is it disadvantage or immune? I don't know.
You don't know. No.
Can I roll to know whether I think my weapon will affect it?
At all. So what would that be? I would say you can make a DC 20 history or a DC 16 Arcana.
Okay. No.
Or religion.
I
Sorry.
have no idea. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. I'm going to try to strike it
Okay.
with precise strike. So that gives me advantage.
Okay.
Does it seem to hit?
It does, yes.
Okay. Alright, so that's 8 plus...
Don't forget your bless, guys.
6.
Just,
Oh,
I don't think it
yeah.
matters in this case, but
Yeah. So that's 14 points to the Wraith.
Okay, 14. Okay. It does seem to damage it, but it's not very much. Okay. Give me a second, I'm just typing something.
And I'm maintaining my protection from evil with my bonus action.
Okay, Dalrend.
All right. Dalren is going to continue to whittle away on this giant thing. And is Bless still active?
yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Alrighty. I believe that's a hit.
It is. It is.
Nice.
That's okay. Give me a sec. Nice. Okay, it's now very badly damaged. It's one of its arms is kind of hanging off. So it's kind of trying to wield the greatsword one-handed, which it's big enough to do, but it's looking in a very bad way. If it were a person, just the pain would be shutting it down, but it doesn't feel any. Anything else from Dalrend?
Not at this time.
Okay, the Wraith. The Wraith turns on Baldwin, who burnt it with this holy fire, and tries to attack him. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, so it reaches out. It tries to reach
Rolls
into your chest.
20s on me and rolls 12s on Baldwin.
yeah,
They
yeah.
look too similar. He's like it's his brother.
My god likes me better.
Yeah, it's that touch of darkness made it just hesitate for a second. Okay.
Is that a mirror?
Hey,
Are
Ash.
you mean?
Shoot that zombie.
Nice.
Heat metal again.
Heat
Yeah.
metal. Of
Yeah,
8.
burn his hand off.
Yeah, so actually, I was going to work out how this will work, but you kill it. I'll let you work it out. You work out how it kills it.
Yeah, so, just as Dalren kind of goes to, smashes it with his greatsword, that remaining arm that is there just catches on fire as the greatsword that the zombie is holding is now red hot, and, the dead just starts burning up.
Nice. Excellent.
And,
Ruben.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
sorry,
that was
anything else?
my... Yeah, that was my...
Action? Oh, no, it's bonus, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my bonus.
Okay.
So as my next action, I'm going to cast... This is going to be fun. I'm going to come up to... since I'm Yisubo, I'm going to touch Yisubo again. And this time...
So you say, this is going to be fun. I see it's going to be like vicious mockery. It's going to be fun. I'm going to touch Isabel.
touch Yisubo again. And this time it's going to be heroism.
Oh,
Oh, I
it
get
is
10
going to be
hit
fun.
points.
Yeah,
Nice.
the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier.
Very
Nice.
nice.
So what does that
Very
mean?
nice.
3.
So your spellcasting ability modifier is 3.
So I get
So
3 temp hit points.
yes, but you get it at the start of each of your turns. So you get
Oof.
3, and if you're injured, those 3 go away, but you can get 3 again. They don't
Oh,
build up
that's
3, 6, 9,
awesome.
but you go 3, and that keeps refreshing 3, 3,
Mhm.
3, 3. So if you don't lose it, it stays at 3. But if you
That's
do lose it,
awesome.
it comes back.
Thank you. Yeah, she and more than that, she just kind of looks back at him and she feels like she stands up straighter and holds up her sword, and her eyes look fierce, and she's just like, I can take this.
Nice. Rubrum.
Rubrum first says, "There is a sword over here," and he grabs it and pulls it out of the bag. That's a move action, I assume.
Yep, that can be an object
Yeah.
interaction. So there's actually more than one sword in there. You grab the one that's you can see. I'll let you roll a d3,
Okay.
and we'll just work out which sword it is based on that. No, sorry, d2.
Well, there you go. Let me try that again.
Oh, it's still 2. Okay. Oh, very nice. It's a bit weird. You pull this sword out, and you realize there's just a hilt. But then, as you do pull it out, you're thinking about, where's the blade, and all of a sudden a blade of pure radiance erupts from the hilt, and you find yourself holding a long sword that's made of where the blade is made of radiant energy.
Yeah, he just says, "Someone come get this for
So
me."
you got the good one.
And he will, while people come get the sword from him, he is going to do Eldritch Blast on the Wraith.
Okay.
Just drops it on the floor. Clang, clang.
I don't know what to do with this. Then plus bless.
Excellent.
Did not roll? It's weird.
No.
Rolled in. That's weird.
Oh, that hits 19.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
whatever.
You can roll damage. Yeah, that's fine. It's
Man, Rubram's being a badass.
9. Very nice. Okay, it's starting to look quite injured.
Just slams him with a green jet of flame.
It's kind of looking from one to another of you. You can't decide who's the bigger threat, and it's kind of vision is darting either which way. No, I will not fall for you, dogs of Norhold.
Some meal. I think you've bitten off more than you can chew.
Hisses at you, Baldwin.
I'm gonna give him the glowing hand. For 1 point.
Okay, let me roll.
Oh, well,
Nah.
what a shame.
Seems to resist it.
That's
Yeah.
my accent.
Okay, anything else?
Oh, I'll just say, Isabeau, I'll hold him. Get the blade, and point to the room.
To get the blade, I would have to.
Move.
Well, he
away.
can't get an. Can he get an attack of opportunity though when he's also got someone?
Yes,
You could disengage.
unless you used your action to disengage.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll disengage,
Okay,
and then I'll move,
you can move over the body here as well. Yeah.
or whatever. Anyway, I'll
Yep.
wherever the sword is, I'll move to where
There.
to within reach.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
hand
the
it
sword.
over.
Yeah. Okay. So you take that, and then you can move
bonus
back.
act. Yeah, interact. Take the sword.
Yeah, and you can move back if you like as well.
Okay.
Up to you, or you can stay where
Yep. Well, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
I'll leave some room for Dalren to have fun.
you are. Okay.
We go through all this to get the
Okay.
sword down. Ren
Yeah,
just fucking
right.
kills it.
Yeah, just gores it.
Yeah.
So what are you fucking worried about?
Okay, that's one. It's a bow. Dalrend.
I'm gonna step up to the plate and swing at this kind of mist now that the Draconian has fallen dead.
Don't forget your bless.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Didn't it?
Mine's being real slow too. At least my D&D Beyond to. Oh baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
apparently-
that hit.
Ooh.
That hit. damage. Is it just slow to appear? Did you roll? Ah, there it is. Okay.
I get
Yeah.
to re-roll that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
So that would
13.
be 13. B. Okay. Yeah, you swing your great sword right through it, and it doesn't seem to bite. It just seems to partly just pass right through it. You do take some wisps of it. You feel some resistance, so you've injured it a bit, but it's not as much as you hoped. And the wraith is going for Baldwin again. It doesn't like this radiant damage,
Oh, come on.
but it hasn't seen Isabeau coming up behind it. Did you want to get attacked again?
Yeah, she's trying to get it. Well, she's got protection from evil up, so
Hey.
she's got a little bit of an edge.
It's okay. You know?
No, I mean if she's actually actively trying to make herself a target, then it will attack her. It's up to you. Is she? So she's actively trying to? Is she?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We're gonna compete a little bit for who's more intimidating to this wraith. Baldwin said he would hold it.
Okay. Oh, if you're both trying to be a target. then
Yeah.
it's gonna
Hey,
go
no
for
me,
Baldwin.
no me,
No,
no
me.
me.
Yeah. No, it's going to go for Baldwin then because it doesn't like the radiant, and it hasn't yet seen what Isabeau's bringing. So it's Baldwin. Oh, 12 again.
Just
Wow.
leave it to me. It's fine.
It just can't seem to hit Baldwin.
That
It's
would have
not very
casually killed me. By
enthusiastic.
the
Like he
way.
looks
Whereas
like
if
he's
it'd been going
undead.
for-
He's a buddy.
If it had been going for Isabeau, it would have got... There we go. That's what it would
See?
have got against Isabeau. Yeah.
That would have casually killed me if I failed my con save. By the way, one tap.
Okay. Right. So...
Ayesh.
Ayesh.
Shoot it with a crossbow and kill steal.
Nat
And then-
20 after 2 6s in a row.
I did it!
Nails him.
I killed both monsters.
What a fucking song that would be.
The
Ayesh
Ballad
and
of
his side.
Ayesh and the Wraith.
You muted X.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Sorry, checking on one more spell.
Just checking the damage on Heavy Flamer.
Yeah.
Cone
Uh,
30.
Okay. Yeah, no, Ash kind of looks at the wraith and says, no, he's just gonna attack with this one, light crossbow.
Don't forget your bless. Oh no, you don't have bless. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
have
my
it.
bless. No, I don't have bless. I don't have bless. Light crossbow. 8.
Okay, no, it does not hit. Again, it's that recoil. It goes wide. Okay,
Yeah.
anything else from Ash?
No, that's it.
Okay, Rubrum.
Eldritch blast again. I don't
Okay.
really have much else I can do. I don't want to burning hands everybody. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast burning hands right now. That's what I do.
You say, you say you don't want to. Part of you probably does want to.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
A little bit.
Then my bless here.
Okay,
Bless.
13. That hits. That actually hits
15,
already.
Okay.
Yeah,
5 damage.
no damage. Okay, you're slowly. It's hissing in frustration, looking back, and it looks
My
kind of.
my
cornered.
move action is pull the other sword out.
Okay. Great. And yeah, you pull another sword out. This one is a short sword. And it's it has a kind of a kind of snaking pattern down the etched into the blade, but the handle is the hilt. That's the word I was trying to think. The hilt is very noticeable because it's wound with pure gold wire. Very opulent looking. Okay, Baldwin.
Magic hand again, man. Hand radiance.
Jazz hands. Jazz hand of radiance. Okay, DC 13 con save. So let me get this back. No. Okay.
Did he get it?
That's gonna be close.
Almost.
Oh,
So
there's like one
close.
sliver of red there.
It's just a little wisp.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Isabeau, you come running in with this sword, whose blade is pure radiant light.
Well, let's see if I can do anything with it.
Remember, you're blessed.
Yeah, I'm blessed. Well, not very, but... Okay, so +1 to that. Hey!
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice.
That hits.
So 11
Okay.
plus radiant.
11 plus radiant. So let me just look this up because I forgot to actually write down what it does, but I know what it is. Okay, give me a sec. Ding, 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 ding. And now it's saying it can't find it. Oh, there it is. Right.
That's perfect.
And you do an
cinematic.
extra D6 radiant damage.
Nice.
5. What does it look like as you kill it?
Yeah, everybody's attacking this wraith, and it's, kind of bearing its wraithy non-teeth. I guess it's just a black hole of a mouth, but getting frustrated and maybe a little bit realizing that the end is near, and Baldwin strikes it with its radiant hand, and Isabeau has this sword of light, and she brings it down, and as she slices through the wraith, it just kind of shatters into little shadow tatters that flutter to the floor and then dissolve on the flagstones.
Mm. I'll make one slight adjustment to that. When they hit the floor, they don't so much dissolve as it's almost like they get sucked downwards, and you hear a slight scream. Okay, Rubrum, could you make a sleight of hand?
Do I still bless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
Very misused
What
bless.
was the
I love it.
D4? Of course.
Of course.
It's a blessed sleight of hand.
Does
I'm
anyone
not
does
paying
anyone
attention.
have passive? Hold on. Does bless work on skill checks? I thought it was.
Oh
just
wait, it
attack
might not.
rolls
Let me
and
see.
saves.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, you might be right. You might be right. Let me see. I'll bring that up. You are correct.
Attack
Saving
rolls
throws
and
and attack
saves.
are
Yeah,
only
it's
11.
guidance that does it for that. So it's 11. So anyone with passive perception 11 or higher
That's me.
will see this.
I don't see it.
You will see that Rubrum has a short sword with a gold hilt, and he's trying to stuff it into his pack.
Okay. Isabeau sees, but she's not going to say
You can
anything at the
also
moment.
see that the sword had, a very kind of shiny blade and seemed untouched by time, unlike most stuff in this.
I have a 13 passive perception, so I guess I'd see it too.
Yep, you would. Yep.
Yeah, he sees Rubrum. What the hell is that?
I don't know. I just thought I didn't want it to be left here.
Just thought it would be nice in my pants.
It's in my pack, not my pants.
Let me see.
He looks kind of distressed for a moment and frowns and kind of points it at Dalrend.
Here. See? You see with your eyes, not your hands.
Oh. Baldwin's
Take a
gonna
look.
start going through the room as this is going on.
Yeah, so Baldwin, you can see that Rubram seems to have taken this out of a sack, and there appears to be more stuff in that sack. Here is the body of the Draconian. Over here, there is a body of a man in robes, lying in a large pool of long-dried blood.
So this wraith's body, maybe?
Baldwin will go over and take a look and see if there are things on the table, scrolls.
There are, yeah. Let me show you what that table looks like. So I mentioned there is a book on the table. So when it comes to lore in this campaign, you've just hit the mother lode. This is the biggest single lore dump in the campaign. So can you all see that? Or not? Hold on. Oh yeah.
Not.
Hold on. I haven't shared it with everyone yet. Okay, let's save that. And then it's a bit much to read, so you can kind of read it at your leisure. But there is a blood-stained journal there on the desk. And you can see it says the Journal of Valtan Brezar, true servant of Chemosh. And it contains... let me stop this. You can see it's an account of the last 6 months since he came to this place. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I'll let you read through it. But it does actually, within there, it tells you a few things. It tells you all the stuff you need for the Sanctum. So you already know how to get there, or at least Darius knows how to get to the Sanctum, the start of the path to the Sanctum. This also tells you the key to following the path, which is basically the phrase, "To ancient eyes alone shall the path be made clear, for youth is rash and corruptible." So that's the second part, how you follow the path. It does tell you, though, that the gate you're looking for is guarded by the forces of the dragon, the dragon Vergeros. His minions guard it. And it goes on through quite a lot of stuff. It appears that the forces of Chemosh are aligned with the forces that have infiltrated Norhold. But at the end, this person was also in touch indirectly with a necromancer called Kralos, whose sanity he calls into question. Also, one of the things he discovered not long before he died was the key to unlocking the Sanctum. And that is basically that someone has to... where is it here? Someone has to stand by the gate and say the words, "I stand upon the threshold, a true servant of the light, and command that the way be made open. I ask this in full knowledge of the evils which lie within, as one who has faced darkness both within and without. I make this request not for my own glory or power, but in service of others, and call upon the gods of light to strike me down if I speak false." And that's the kicker, that someone has to say that, and if they speak false, they're calling upon the gods of light to strike them down. So they've needed someone who could honestly say those words. And that's what they've been lacking. But you can read a lot more in this journal, so I'll let you kind of read it between sessions. He also mentions in there that when he took this place over, he kind of animated a lot of the bodies, and had them bring any kind of magical items that they'd been interred with to him, and that's what's in this sack. But also he took a couple for himself, and apparently on his he took a couple of magic rings, and in fact, Baldwin, you can see those on his corpse. There are a couple of rings there.
Yes, I will grab the journal and see if that's of use. Make sure that we have that, and then I'll look over to the others and I'll pull the rings from the corpse. This man's not going to use them. It appears he might have been a servant to evil anyway. He no longer needs them.
Mm-hmm.
Look, found a pair of rings. They seem to be magical.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, Baldwin was showing.
Look with
Okay.
your eyes, not your hands.
He grunts. I don't
Okay.
know how I would identify them or whatever.
There is there is a spell called Identify, but I will let you make an Arcana check per item, which is the equivalent of.
I have expertise, so is that?
Yep, it's counted, so you can do that.
Ooh.
Okay, so the first one is, the first one is the sword, which the short sword that you were trying to stick in there.
I was just carrying it
the
back.
sword is called. Yeah, the sword is called Virtue's Reward, and basically, if you slay, there's a +1 the short sword, so +1 to hit and damage. If you kill an undead or an evil dragon or dragon kin with it, the last drop of blood that they shed turns into a small gem. So your virtue in killing them leads to a monetary reward.
Yeah, he's so.
The other one.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll just do what I'm gonna do.
The other one you know already is that Lesser Sunblade.
Mm-hmm.
There's no bonus to hit or damage in there, but it does an extra D6 radiant damage with each hit. Also, it's a long sword, but it can be wielded by anyone with proficiency with a long sword or short sword because it's so light. Because there's no weight to the blade.
Oh, nice.
You can also see there's a shield and a pair of gauntlets in that sack, and then there's the 2 rings. What else did you want to examine?
Did the rings? Was I able to figure out what the rings do with that roll? Or?
Yeah. We can make another
Okay,
roll
make
on
another
that.
roll.
Sorry, I was
Yeah,
just
sure.
going through my list. Sorry. I'll make you just make 1 roll per item.
That's
you
not.
can be
I'm not gonna
examining.
know those. Well.
Yeah, no. The next one you don't really know. The first ring, you do know it's a diamond ring, and you can see that inside the diamond somehow is etched the symbol of a snowflake. But that's all you can tell. Next ring. Yeah, the next ring is a ring of protection. It gives you +1 to your armor class and +1 to all saving throws.
Okay.
And then there's the shield and the gauntlets.
Let's do the shield first.
Okay. No, the shield you don't know.
It's a dinner plate.
Yeah. All that you can see is on the back of it, there is an eye.
Oh my goodness.
On the kind of etched in the back of it. And last, the gauntlets. No, the gauntlets. You can see that they're magical. You know, you presume they're magical. They've survived untouched and they've been brought here, so you presume they're magical, but you can't tell what they are.
Yeah,
But with any of these things, if someone tries them, they can try it. You know, if anything's cursed, then you'll incur the curse. But you can.
Yeah, he gives for the ones he knows, he will state what they do. Except the short sword, he only talks about the undead, and he actually quickly changes his tune on the sword and kind of just passes it off to Dalrund very quickly, and He just shrugs and looks for any steel or anything else around.
Mm.
Which sword did he
The
give
short
me?
sword.
The
It's the
sun
short
blade or
sword,
whatever?
yeah.
Short
He
sword.
just looks at, what am I supposed to do? Pick my teeth with this?
Give it to Darius. I don't care.
Well, we can work on finding out what the rest of these are.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anyone wants to try something and risk any ill effects, then they can.
Owen wouldn't want to. He would.
There's a
he would
shield
look-
and gauntlets.
Yeah, he would look at the rest of it, and he would look to implement it. Given time, do you think you could figure out what all this does at no great risk to yourself, or do you think that we would have to chance it
I
to
don't
figure
know.
this out?
What would you say there, GM?
No, yeah, it's not gonna. You're not gonna be able to keep retrying and
Yeah.
retrying. No, so.
He shrugs. This is not my specialty. We need someone else to look.
Alright. Baldwin will then, seeing that risks need to be taken, he will take the risk, so he'll go and he'll try to strap the shield. He'll take his gauntlets off first and put the gauntlets on, see what happens, if anything.
Okay. Yeah, the shield, immediately you feel two things. One, as soon as you put the shield on, you can just feel just a faint kind of vibration in the air in front of it. So it's a shield +1. It gives an extra 1 bonus to AC. But also your awareness seems to increase of the world around you. So it's a sentinel shield +1.
Would you rather have the sword or the shield, Baldwin? Because I know you don't really have the strength bonus, so maybe the radiant damage would be nice for
The
you.
long sword would be better for you because you're going to actually hit things with it. Baldwin also would refuse to use a sword.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So here's the benefit there. And it's a +1 shield.
Very nice. Yeah. So and then I'll try on the gauntlets to see what happens as well.
Okay. As soon as you put on those gauntlets, you feel stronger than you've ever felt in your life. They're gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, what is
Those go to Ayash.
What, so it can rip his dick off?
Just wait until
It was even better than it used to.
It's Wheeler Walker is back. Good Kai-ish Wheeler Walker.
Okay. So that's
Holy
what those
fucking
do.
shit.
Oh man.
Well, that's good for...
Probably wouldn't help Dalren.
What's your current strength score, Baldwin?
This is huge for me.
Yeah, like
that's-
I'm thinking that as a
but-
group, like I mean it's an improvement for me, but for you it would be like crazy improvement.
Can't even but Baldwin would still look to Dalren as, would you want these? I believe they make you stronger. This is. I know they're better for me, but Baldwin would be like,
Are you suggesting I'm weak?
No.
Yep.
Narrows his eyes. It is a both smart comment. I mean, I can use it for now. I'd be foolish if that makes me stronger. Of course I
There
would
is-
use it.
And there's one more ring you haven't identified.
Yeah. The one with the snowflake.
Yeah, I'll hand Dalren the gauntlets.
Maybe Ayash would like to try the ring.
Baldwin takes it upon himself to try it so that if it's something bad, it will happen to him.
Excellent. Okay, this is another unique item. It's a ring of ice. It gives you 2 benefits. One, it gives you resistance to fire, so you'll take half damage from fire. And the other thing is it gives you water walking. You'll be able to walk across
Oh, that's so
still
badass.
water as if it's a solid surface.
Now you can get in front of me.
Yeah, see, I was just thinking that as he takes it now.
Okay.
He will still offer it to Ayesh if he wants it. I believe
Yes.
can walk on water with this, and
I mean, everyone thinks you walk on water already.
Yeah, Ash kind of looks at the ring and he kind of looks at his finger. I don't think it will, match my intern. You can keep it for now, Baldwin. I think you can use it much better.
As you wish.
Yeah, it doesn't quite go with my full getup, you see. Yeah, stands out.
All right. I
Okay.
have to go, guys.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hey,
We
do we
will
become level 4?
We'll call it. We will.
So,
XP for this session is 400. Because you guys went through a lot of stuff. Thank you very much. We'll say that you guys take the journal. There are no other exits off this room. It's not like this map. And you basically cleared out the basement of the keep, and you can now go about securing it.
Yes.
So we will call it there. Thank you very much, everyone.